My fellow Americans and autists who voted for Trump, it's your boy Dank Brandon here. Well, here's a joke for you. What do Willie Brown and the 2024 presidential election have in common? Kamala Harris blew both of them. I shouldn't have said that.
I'm sorry. No, 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 no. Why?
What the hell is this?
It's all right. It's all right. I feel that way too. It's all right. We feel that way together, okay? Let it out. No! 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 Why?
Get off my lawn.
Let it out.
Did you hear me? I said get off my lawn now.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm so pissed off! Fuck! 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 God damn it!
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Itty bitty titties and a ball. Itty bitty titties and a ball.
Deserve whatever suffering could possibly come to you. If you are a Republican and try to start any of that kind of nonsense with me in person, you will lose your life.
And just now, Elon Musk did a German World War II salute.
Last night, I was at Benihana with my girlfriend, and the server said, "What about you, sir? What would you like?" My girlfriend, God bless her heart, stepped in, says, "Actually, that's ma'am."
Good writing, Diane. It's a lot like a great cup of coffee. When it's made right, it just warms you from the inside out.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Which podcasts are you listening to? Which accounts are you subscribing to? I'm interested, like genuinely.
We'll give you a moment to do some introductions, but before we do that, guys, hoist them if you got them. Let's give a toast to the inauguration of our 47th president. In fact, what may soon become the God Emperor, Donald J. Trump. Throw him back, gang.
Cheers.
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 Yeah. Sorry about you being Canadian, Vex.
Because it is 3 for 3 for Alyssa Mercante. 3 videos, 3 ratios. Jeez.
Wow, that's a bad one. Whoa.
10-1 this time. She has gone up to 289 subscribers, but her support to opposition ratio
Pathetic.
is anywhere between best case scenario 2-1, worst case scenario for her 10-1.
This is lolcow territory. It is.
Oh, yeah.
That is what this is. That's what it looks like. That's exactly what it looks like.
And I see you, Hypno. Hypno says that's gay. Smash AT. What the fuck? I
It's sleeping with McDuggan's body pillow.
Look. This is the way I think about McDuggan's is
I'm straight, but sometimes in Dragon Age Inquisition, I got in a relationship with one of the male characters.
If you turn the lights off, you don't know what kind of hole it is. It doesn't matter. You just shut the lights off, and everyone's the same. True.
I think Jay just got a clip right there.
I mean, didn't even Destiny, when it originally launched, almost fall off and die until they did like a major
it did.
overhaul?
Yes. It was awful when it released. It was just so boring. They had to like completely scrap the way things were done. People would sit. It was so boring, Leon. That in Destiny, the most fun thing to do was sit in front of a cave and wait for things to spawn and shoot it, and everyone's doing the same thing. That was the most fun thing to do in that stupid game.
If you're lucky and you had 3 other friends that were willing to stay up with you, you could do a raid that would take you like 5-6 hours if you were lucky.
Anyway, thank you, Destructive Disc, by the way. I appreciate you. And I appreciate everybody. Anyway, so let's get back to the super chats. So let me see. We got JayViper with a 2. I never. I didn't even see this super. I didn't even read the super chat. I'm over here fucking going off right now, and this super chat is on screen the entire time. Holy shit! This is the best $2 you ever spent. This shit's up the entire time. Yeah, this is your pile of poop face moment, like Jaffe. That is great.
JayViper's on the stage, he's shining like a star. He's got that smile so bright, you know he's gone so far. Once was RSQViper, but now he's something new. Rebranded and reloaded, he's got that fire and view. JayViper is awesome, he's so good looking. He's got the crowd in awe, their hearts all shaking. Was RSQViper. From the shadows he emerged, a phoenix on the rise. He's chasing dreams so wild, you see it in his eyes. New name, new fame, yet still the same. He's owning every game, burning like a flame. JayViper is awesome, he's so good looking. He's got the crowd in awe, their hearts all shaking.
I know it's not much, nothing else. Sing it one more time. So I'll throw up my head, praise you again and again. All that I have is a hallelujah, hallelujah. And I know it's not
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Good to see you. It's one of those days today, indeed. We've got the Charlie Kirk Memorial still going. It's been going on for a very long time. I thought it'd be kind of over by now, but it is not. It is still rolling. But so I'm sure many of you are watching that as well. So definitely keep your eyes on that. We are going to be going over some of it. We're going to be looking at some of the people that spoke. Trump is speaking now. I was going to watch it. The Trump stuff, I think he's going for like 40 minutes. We'll see if we can watch it all. That guy can talk. That guy can freaking talk. My goodness. I want to give a shout out over there to Netflix Foreign over there on the vertical stream saying, did you hear about Yu Meng Long? It's how impactful the CK assassination was in the U.S. Apparently, this guy's death around the same time in China was huge. Or likely had the same... Wow, okay. So this guy was also killed. It's going to have the same eye-opening effect. It's really crazy and disgusting. That is crazy. That is... Yeah, some shit's going on in the world right now. We got Seabrew over here in the main chat. What's up, Seabrew? The Ginger Wars have begun? Oh, gosh. We've got Stream Elements. I don't know why Stream Elements is on. I did not turn it on. It's just showing up and talking. But hello, Stream Elements. I don't get it. It's literally never on, but here it is. Play Every Game is here. Cyberdyne Systems have come online. Oh, God. I'm going to need some information on that. I'm a little worried about that one. We've got Shadow Master. So much crazy shit happening. Both good and bad. Dude, it's going crazy, right? The whole world is kind of, there's something happening. Yeah, something happening. Good and bad is true. It's true. And what's up, Toasty? Toasty's here. What's going on, Toasty? Toasty, you streaming today? No, you're on Sammy's thing tonight, right? That's right. Sammy at 9 p.m. Sammy 3P. If anyone hasn't already followed Sammy 3P, he puts on a great show every single Sunday. He has a lot of shows, but he does this like in the news show kind of thing. It's very cool. I like it. It's very, very cool. It's my bot finally showed up. But yeah, I don't understand. I don't know why. I don't remember sending it here or anything. I don't know why. I don't know why it's here. Oh shit. Oh, you're taking off a couple days. Oh, I see. You're chilling for a couple days. Okay, I feel you. I feel you. Take all the time that you need. Valiant Goat is here. I'm not going to call you Valiant Ghost this time. I can't believe I did last time. My bad. That's my B. That's on me. I accept full responsibility. Okay. So I won't do that again. Valiant Goat. The GOAT. Greatest. So, yeah, I thought we'd dip in, start off right away with some of the Charlie Memorial stuff that's going on. You're confused. Are you in the wrong place for my stream? Are you seeing it like in a little vertical slice? I'm thinking you are, where like the stuff's above me. Right, Netflix? So on the thumbnail, I've been trying, I made it so it says vertical, and it's like, looks like a vertical. It's more for the mobile people. But if you're in mobile, you're fine. You know, if it looks good for you. Otherwise, you can just come right... Actually, in the info section of that is a link directly to the widescreen version. So it's up to you. It's kind of annoying. I wish that Netflix... I wish that YouTube was actually somewhat advanced. And literally, it should be the same chat. And I should be able to put two types of streams up there. And it's all the same stream and counts the same. That's how it should be, right? Like, if someone can just make it whichever one they want, like click vertical, click wide. I should be able to do it. Yeah, okay. What's up, Trooper? Hey, what's up, man? You're not on mobile? Well, if you're not on mobile, you probably want to go to the wide version. You know, if you're at a screen or whatever. Yeah, if you're seeing like a vertical slice right now, you're probably not where you want to be. Yeah, be back in the... Make sure you like before you go. Everyone, make sure you like the stream wherever you are. If you're over right now in the widescreen version of YouTube, click like. If you're in the vertical slice of YouTube, click the like button. And if you're like, cancel this podcast, what's up, Jose? Over there on Robo, I see him popping in. Over here on Robo, throwing that like and listening in for a bit. Throw that like. Exactly, perfect. And if you're over on Kick, I want you to draft an email to the Kick staff requesting a like button. But otherwise, you can just swing on over to YouTube and click like here if it makes you feel better. Because there is no like button on Kick. I don't get it. Same thing on Twitch. Why don't we have like buttons? People like clicking like. That's why it's called like, because they like doing it. Anyway, the memorial. So this is from Viva Frey. I guess he was also, there's so many people that have gone to this thing. There's so many people here. So many. He said, I'm at the Charlie Kirk Memorial in Phoenix. The crowd size is indescribably massive. Now, this is at 7 a.m. this morning. I guess 4 a.m. it was crazy, the line. Some people were like showing pictures for that. A group of attendees set up a cross. The sun was rising directly behind it. I will be documenting throughout the day, and he did. But that is such a cool picture of people waiting right there with the cross there. That's so great. Look at the crowds just going right down the street. Massive. So many people turned up. It's crazy. Look at this. 7 a.m. This thing didn't start till like 3 or 4. Isn't that wild? Absolutely wild.
This is the crowd approaching the Charlie Kirk event memorial.
Yeah, this is Phoenix. Yeah, Walking Pebble, this is Phoenix. And welcome to the show. I don't think I've seen you before. Brand new.
Already in line.
Look at that. Look at that. Holy smokes. Whew. That's wild. There are a lot of people. It's crazy. And we did open the show with the Hallelujah. Everyone was singing. It was very, very cool. Very, very cool. Now, I'm a person who likes to listen to Tucker Carlson speak. I do. I know he has some takes. People are like, oh, this guy's crazy. Now, you have to remember that he's not Mr. Pro-Israel and everything, so he gets a lot of shit just for literally speaking against anything, saying anything that's not pro-Israel. So I think he gets a lot of heat where it's not deserved to. But I want to listen to this as like a little cut of his, 1:41. I think it's really good. Charlie's wife was Miss Arizona Beauty Queen. Are you kidding me? Really? I didn't know that. Toasty coming in here dropping the facts. Thanks, Toasty.
The only change that matters when we repent of our sins. Me. A recognition that the real problem is me and how fallen I am. And that was the reason that Charlie was fearless at all times, truly fearless to his last moment. He was unafraid, he was not defensive, and there was no hate in his heart. I know that because I've got a little hate compartment in my heart, and I would often express that to Charlie about various people, and he would always say, that's a sad person, that's a broken person, that's a person who needs help, that's a person who needs Jesus. Mm-hmm. He said that in private because he meant it.
Yeah, I feel like that's just basically who Charlie was. He was he was more humble and kind than people try to give him credit for. Obviously, I think a lot of us understand like the type of person he was, but the way he was painted is like just totally opposite the person he was. It just shows you kind of the issue, right? How rhetoric can paint someone and make people hated that there's no reason to hate them. I mean, look at how they're talking about this man after his death. And we have some of this stuff to go over later on in the show. I want to have a little further away from the memorial than this, but just the way they, like AOC literally up in the House of Representatives lying. Straight up. I mean, these are debunked things that she's talking about and saying it to constituents. And of course, the clips get out there and people believe these things are true. Like, this is how they talk about us. And they want people to believe them, the fascism, the Nazi stuff. And they I mean, in the end, they want someone like the asshole assassin who shot Charlie Kirk. This is what they want. Like, when people say they want us dead, I think that's true. That's why they keep the rhetoric up like this. They want the crazy person to hear it. Why do you think Hassan says crazy shit? Absolutely wild things to his crazy followers. He hopes one hears it that's crazy enough to do something. Cancel this podcast on Rumble, saying, from what I heard, more attendees than Martin Luther King or JFK's funerals. I heard the same thing. I don't know if there's like an official count yet of this, but I mean, look at the size. The crowd's massive. Huge. There's a post by someone called the Omni-Liberal that said, oh, dude, the Omni-Liberal is Destiny, bro. Yeah, you wouldn't know that because he changes his name. I don't know why, but that's Destiny. Yeah. Of course, he said it's similar to a Nazi event. He would say something like this because he is busy stoking the flames of political violence. That is what Destiny is doing. And this is what the left is doing. They are stoking the flames of political violence. If we just go over to my YouTube real quick, we can go and see what my last video was literally about. It's literally him. There he is, him. And the crazy things that he's saying. This guy, right there, that's the omniliberal. That's Destiny. So when they say these things, it's always for a reason. It's not even necessarily what they believe. It's about the action that someone might take. That's it. Yeah, that's the same guy. That's him. Yeah, that's Destiny, bro. I don't know why he calls himself the omniliberal. The dude's a whack job.
So I guess I would just say this gathering and God's presence, God's very obvious presence in this room, the presence of Jesus, is a reminder of what we've known for 2,000 years, which is any attempt to extinguish the light causes it to burn brighter. Every single time.
Yep, every time. Yep.
So as we proceed into whatever comes next, and clearly something's coming next, remember this moment. Remember being in a room with the Holy Spirit humming like a tuning fork. This is the way. Right here. This is the way. And that is what Charlie Kirk was saying underneath it all. Thank you, and God bless.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Tucker Carlson. He's a great speaker. He makes a lot of sense when he talks. He definitely goes off on tangents, and, you know, he has his ways of thinking. But I think overall, that dude is a good man. I do. I think he's a good guy. So the Sec War over here, Pete Hegseth spoke as well. And I think this guy is a great reminder that men still work in the government. Now, I have not heard this one. It's like 6 minutes, so I wanted to hear this one with you guys because, yeah. Oh, yeah, Cuck Lord Supreme, yes. Destiny is the Cuck Lord Supreme, yes. I know, dude. Exactly, Toasty. Right. They're like, nobody's going to miss Charlie. They actually had someone like, this won't matter. That's the best thing. This won't matter. It will mean nothing. Oh, girl, you missed. You missed that. You're wrong. Yeah, what this has ignited is I couldn't believe it, man. When you do this to the person who's literally giving the microphone to the people he disagrees with, so he can have a discussion with them, I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what you're thinking. You think that's gonna solve something? What are you doing? Like the fact that happened to him, and the way they paint him a moderate. I mean, holy shit! Wow. Crazy. Kyle Barra in here wondering how his video was cursed. You know how your video was cursed. You know. Oh my god, dude. Hold on. Cancel this podcast on Rumble saying omniliberal is the title they give you when you achieve 500 other men having sex with your wife. Maybe that is why. Maybe that's why he's the omniliberal. Yeah, 500 at least in one night, too. Cuck Lord Supreme.
Charlie Kirk, a patriot, a conservative, a leader, a builder, an advocate, an author, a lover of freedom, a husband, a father, a Christian.
I'll be really honest. When he paused after lover, I was a little worried.
And a warrior. You see, Charlie Kirk was a true believer for the cause of freedom, for the power of young people, belief in our republic and our founding principles, in America first and make America great again. But more importantly, he was a true believer. Only Christ is King, our Lord and Savior. Our sins are washed away by the blood of Jesus. Fear God and fear no man.
Whoops.
That was Charlie Kirk. You see, Charlie Kirk started Turning Point USA to change our politics. That's when I first met him over a decade ago. He was building a movement, and nobody worked harder at it. Bringing people to political small t truth. I still have the sticker. Big government sucks.
True. It does. True.
And he pursued that truth with more vigor than anyone I've ever met. But over time, he realized, like so many of us have, that this is not a political war. It's not even a cultural war. It's a spiritual war.
It is indeed.
Faith.
I mean, it is indeed. If you look at the people who disagree and like the things that they bring to the table, it's just immoral, largely. It's kind of like, it's hard to argue against because clearly, like, what you can do is you can deal with what you're talking to, right? And address it. And hopefully the people that are on the fringes here and go, yeah, man, that stuff doesn't make any sense. And then they come to your side. Because it's the people that are out there, few of them, you know, like trans people or whatever, that clearly have some serious issues. They aren't necessarily going to agree with you ever because their whole ideology is just based on lies. I mean, it is. So and because of the lies that they have to believe in, they have to push against all these other things in order to make that lie the truth, like nuclear family, things like that. And then they start, you know, and then the same people who think that's great thinks DEI is great, which isn't. It's terrible, right? Everyone is equal. Okay, then everyone's equal. Then you don't need this, right? Everything should be based on merit. I think that's something most normal people can agree on. But for some reason, when you start talking about DEI and how it doesn't belong, how it's damaging, for some reason, that's a bad thing. I still don't understand that. But I mean, that's who you're dealing with. So when he's out there and he's talking to people who really are totally on the other side, he'll debate them. You know, clearly he will own that conversation. But it's the people listening that will hear it and can be persuaded and understand, okay, yeah, I mean, there is no ground. Nothing that the other person is saying makes sense. Charlie makes sense. And that's how you win those people. I mean, look at the college campuses. Did you guys see the map of the arrows that, like, where the way that they swung for the last vote? I mean, it was up and right. There was no blue campuses, nothing. As far as, like, the change, right? All of them went right. Every single one. That tells you, that is the Charlie effect, by the way. He went to the campuses. And then because of the TikTok thing that went on from all that, he was huge on TikTok. I don't know if people realize how big Charlie Kirk was on TikTok. Huge. And then there's other people like him that basically mimic the type of thing that he does, or does a lot of man on the street stuff, right? They were massive. And of course, the TikTok generation is in college. So all of that, it's like it flows through the college, then up to TikTok, and then back out to all the other colleges. It was a huge effect. Lauren over here saying, the word woke allows me to express my disdain for something without having to say the bigoted parts out loud. I could say something is woke instead of it had too many gays, Asians, blacks, browns. Wow. Lauren, is that what you think? And no one here said woke. No one has said that this entire stream. So what you mad at, Lauren? Like the stream on your way out. Here we go.
And family first. There is a God, and as Charlie would say, it is not us.
Yes, Walker,
we're sinners saved only by grace in need of the gospel. You see, we always did need less government. But what Charlie understood and infused into his movement is we also needed a lot more God. Charlie had big plans, but God had even bigger plans.
Oh yeah, I know. But the thing is with like Blair White and them is they will tell you there's something wrong with them. They understand there is something wrong with them, right? And they're not going to go and tell you that you have to call them that they're a woman. That's the difference. They know they're men. That is the real difference between a trans person and whatever this newfangled trans thing is. It's ridiculous. The newfangled trans thing is, oh, I think I'm a woman, so you have to call me a woman. You have to call me she, her. No, hello, No, you are not. Sorry. No, you aren't. You don't get to choose your gender. Gender was designed by a definition that someone freaking made up out of nowhere. All of a sudden it's different from sex? No, it's not. It is the same thing. Just because you want to make it something different for you to make you feel better does not mean that that is the case. It is not the case. You don't have a sex and a gender. They are not different. They are the same thing. Same. Pronouns have been around forever. They go with your sex. That's it. Sorry.
You know, Marco mentioned this arena and the millions watching. A couple days ago, I learned that Kirk, actually in the German language,
amen, Toasty,
means church.
What's up, Vinzinger? Hello.
So on this Sunday morning, I'd like to think we're all in Charlie's church.
Yes, we are. Kirk means church. Well said. Cancel this podcast over on Rumble saying Charlie was effective at solving the problem conservatives have, which is not talking to the younger generation. He was huge at it. And not just that, it wasn't just talking to them, he was having them talk to him. I really, I can't believe he was the one, man. For anyone to get killed is crazy. For him to be the one that actually gave the mic to the other side, the people he disagreed with, and they killed him for it. And then they want to tell us to turn down the temperature. What are we talking? Who's turning? No one over here is turning up the temperature. Y'all are shooting at us now. You just got done shooting up ABC too. I'm like, well, come on. Are we kidding me? This is a joke. The temperature's up, huh? It's up over here. We're doing it. There's no temperature getting turned up over here. Nothing. What we're doing is setting things back the way things are supposed to be. No men and women's sports. Ooh, what a temperature turn up. Hey, let's review the vaccine schedule. Ooh, turning up the temperature there. No tax on tips. Whoa, the temperature's really getting turned up. Wow, what are we doing? Are you kidding me? Retards.
Charlie started a political movement but unleashed a spiritual revival. My pastor texted me the day after that horrific event and said, Pete, the devil overplayed his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie started with liberty, but ended up lighting our country on fire for Christ. He started Turning Point USA, but this moment is the turning point for the USA. Right now.
Are you kidding me? A Middle Eastern YouTuber named Brittany Simon, very Middle Eastern, wow, great name, who's calling Charlie a white supremacist, and she's going around telling people it wasn't the leftist that shot him? We already know it was. I mean, come on. Just the inscriptions alone on the casings told you all you need to know. The people that are turning themselves into a pretzel trying to say that it was a conservative, a groiper that shot him, it never made sense. These are people who are in denial. Again, these are the people who think men can become women. I just want to put that out there. They lie to themselves all the time. You think they're not going to lie to you? They're going to lie to themselves to try to make themselves feel better and try to relieve guilt. So in their mind, they have no guilt. This is what they always will do. Even when proven wrong, they will not listen and they will go to this Simon bitch and then believe her because she said it just to excuse themselves from bad behavior so they don't have to address it. It is absolutely how they work. So I'm not surprised. She's friends with Destiny. Whoop. Surprise, surprise.
He died the way he lived, speaking the truth. Charlie waged war not with a weapon, but with a tent, a microphone, his mind, and the truth. And the gates of hell could not prevail against him.
Yeah, and like, it wasn't even he just lost his life. He got freaking shot by a sniper rifle. You know what I mean? He didn't have a chance. Like, what is this? And the people that are okay with it, I feel like the people that are okay with it are just so absent of like the moment and reality. There's no way that anyone should really be okay with that. This, you know what I'm saying? This is just a guy out there talking. He wasn't holding anyone at gunpoint or anything crazy like that. He wasn't killing people. It's crazy.
He went into the darkest of places, like Paul in the book of Acts. He went into college campuses where they said we couldn't go, and he was the light. He was bold. He was brave. He
No, I
was a
haven't.
hero.
Netflix. That's news to
You know,
me.
at the War Department, we know a little bit about heroism. I've seen it personally on the battlefield from Americans wearing camouflage, and I'm surrounded by men and women today who have the chance to witness the same. Most people don't know this, but Charlie Kirk wanted to go to West Point. It never happened, obviously. His personal loss at that moment was our nation's great gain.
Sorry about that. My Discord's usually off. I guess it was on.
Charlie Kirk was a citizen who had the biblical heart of a soldier of the faith, who put on every single day the full armor of God with a smile, as the scriptures tell all Christ followers to do. Charlie Kirk, a warrior for country, a warrior for Christ. He ran the race. He finished the fight. Now it's our turn. My charge to all of you.
Oh, God. Okay.
Live worthy of Charlie Kirk's sacrifice and put Christ at the center of your life as he advocated for giving his.
Well said by Pete. I like him, man. I do like him a lot.
Well done, good and faithful servant. Charlie will take it from here. God bless.
That was really good. That was really good. I figured his would be good. I didn't hear it yet. So I'm glad I heard that one. You're sorry for going off topic? Oh, no, you're fine. No, you're pulled in by that other person. Your definition of woke is using things the wrong way. Doing things the wrong way or using the right thing the wrong way. I mean, it's literally fighting against, it's fighting against normality. I mean, I guess that's woke, right? It's like doing anything at all possible to not do things the way things have been done that are normal. Like, it's literally trying to not be normal. Is my wife watching it? Yeah. Yep. Yes, indeed. Okay. Now this is great. The White House put this out. I thought this was
Good evening. My name is Erica Kirk.
This is like a little montage.
Charlie Kirk is my husband. Charlie always said that when he was gone, he wanted to be remembered for his courage and for his faith. Now and for all eternity, he will stand
I'm getting DMCA'd for this
Savior's
one.
side, wearing the glorious crown of a martyr. Charlie loved life. He loved his life. He loved America. But most of all, Charlie loved his children. And he loved me with all of his heart. And I knew that. Every day I knew that. The evildoers responsible for my husband's assassination have no idea what they have done.
No, they did not.
They killed Charlie because he preached a message of patriotism, faith, and of God's merciful love. They should all know this. If you thought that my husband's mission was powerful before, you have no idea. You have no idea what you just have unleashed across this entire country. In this world, you have no idea.
There are so many people like turning to Christianity now.
You have no idea the fire
Have you
that you
seen it?
have ignited within this wife.
Charlie, you didn't deserve it. May God bless your family.
The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry.
People across the country are gathering, holding memorial services and vigils to honor Charlie Kirk's memory and his message.
To everyone listening tonight across America, the movement my husband built will not die. It won't. I refuse to let that happen. It will not die. It will become stronger, bolder, louder, and greater than ever.
Yes.
I promise I will never let your legacy die. I won't. I promise I'll make Turning Point USA the biggest thing that this nation has ever seen. Rest in the arms of our Lord as He blankets you with the words I know your heart always strives to hear. Well done, my good and faithful servant.
Charlie, you put all this together, my man. Let's hear it.
I am just humbled by God. That's all I can say. It's done. I want you to remember that we did not earn this. This is God's mercy on our country.
Yeah, man. Man, that is rough, huh? Frick. It just sucks, dude. He was a good person, man. Did not deserve that. Did not deserve what happened at all. Ah. It does. It hits. It hits, yeah. Hold on, I gotta refresh this. I don't know if this is working right. Actually, I'm gonna copy this. I don't know if something's up with this stream, if it's over or what. Over. Oh, it ended. I think it ended. Did it end with Trump? Is that why? I think it ended with him. Okay. So Trump was talking. This is like 40 minutes. We might have to skip a little bit. It's a lot, but yes, huge like shout out to like the people who are like still gonna push like TPUSA along. I guess his wife's gonna be in charge of it. I mean, it's not gonna be exactly the same as when he was in charge of it. I mean, he had his vision, but I'm sure his wife understands it the most. But there's people around who've been around with him for a very long time, so hopefully he can continue. You worry about that type of thing. We'll see. There's not going to be another Charlie Kirk. I mean, clearly, that is a very like very niche type of person that can do what he did in the way that he did it. Like, he did not get like mad. He did not yell at people. Like, this guy was like level-headed, would have conversations and disagree, but there was no screaming. There was no like disrespecting someone. It would take someone being disrespectful to him constantly for him to be just like, get out of here. Like, that's what it took. Take a look at what you sent me. It's the first thing it says. Okay, hold on. I'll take a look. All right, hold on. Let me open it and take a sec. But yeah. The stream is done? Okay. Yeah, prayers for his family, though. It's just like, man. So I saw the glass that was up. I'm like, whoa, there's a lot of glass here. I'm like, maybe JD Vance is talking. I guess he did, but then Trump talked. I didn't know he was going to speak. Okay, here we go. So Kyle sent me the definition of gender in Merriam-Webster. Oh God, this is not the place to go. I bet if you went back 30 years, the definition was different. A subclass within a grammatical class, such as noun, pronoun, adjective, or verb of a language that is partially arbitrarily, but also partially based on distinguishable characteristics such as shape, social rank, manner of existence, or sex, and that determines agreement with and... I have to click it now. This is ridiculous. How about gender? See sex. There you go. determines agreement with and selection of other words or grammatical forms. Members of a word or grammatical form in such a subclass. Ugh. Okay, the behavior, look, see? Sex sense, the behavioral, cultural, or physiological. Sorry, where am I? This thing just scrolled on me. All right, there it is. The behavioral, cultural, or psychological trait typically associated with one sex. What is this? What the fuck did you send me, bro? What is this? Yeah. You want to know the definition of gender? Please see sex. There you go. Boom. That's the actual definition. Get out of here.
I want to thank you very much, Lee.
Get out of here.
You've been there from the beginning with us.
Yeah,
Lee.
Webster's gobbledygook. Yep.
Appreciate it. Nobody can sing that song like Lee Greenwood. Thank you very much, Lee, very much for being here. Changed America, because today America is a nation in grief, a nation in shock, and a nation in mourning. Less than 2 weeks ago, our country was robbed of one of the brightest lights of our times.
He's looking particularly orange today. I will say that. Got the very orange today. Got a little spray tan special.
Of his generation, and above all, a devoted husband, father, son.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like the stream, though, when you're here. Like it wherever you are. Except on Kick. My bad, guys. There's no likes for you.
Was heinously murdered by a radicalized, cold-blooded monster for speaking the truth.
Yes, Jose. He's got the Oompa Loompa going on.
Heart.
Or Jace.
He was
Is it Jace or
violently
Jose?
killed because he spoke for freedom and justice, for God, country.
I can't remember because Ryan broke my brain on that one.
Common sense. He was assassinated because he lived bravely, he led boldly, and he argued brilliantly.
Dignity called you,
without
Jose. That's
apology.
right. That's right.
He did what was right for our nation. And so
So
on
did
that terrible
Jace,
day,
okay.
September 10th,
My
2025,
bad.
our greatest evangelist for America.
You never understood why Trump sprayed himself? Dude, I have no idea, dude. I don't know, but he does. You can even see where the goggles go over his eyes. dude.
Liberty became immortal. He's a martyr now for.
He's probably very,
American
very light-skinned
freedom.
and can't tan or something.
I know I speak for
So
everyone
he's like,
here
fuck it,
today
spray.
when
I don't have
say
time to
that
tan.
None of us will ever forget Charlie Kirk, and neither now will history.
Yeah, Kirk is going in the history books. Like they don't want to admit it. Oh yeah, you just put him in there forever, you dopes. You just martyred him. You think we're gonna forget in 10 years? No. You guys done fucked up. You done fucked up. This was a huge mistake. Like you wanted him gone. Well, now he's not going anywhere. I mean, for real. And now the moderate person's gone, and now you're gonna hardline everyone. That was such a huge mistake. I can tan. I can still tan a little bit. I can. It's true. I have to work on it, though. You can't just go jumping in the sun for 5 hours.
Because while Charlie
It's costing
has
them.
been
Yes, Jace, it's costing.
reunited with his creator in heaven, his voice on earth will echo through the generations, and his name will live forever in the eternal chronicle of America's greatest patriots. He will live forever.
Yep.
To Charlie's incredible and beautiful widow, Erica.
I'm not a redhead.
We know the weight of this monumental loss is almost unbearable. But even in the midst of heartache and pain too great to even fathom, you have somehow found
making
the
some
strength
water.
and deep
Listen to him.
faith to be a comfort to millions and millions of people. And thank you very much, Erica. Thank you very much. Today, an entire nation wraps its loving arms around you and your beautiful children. We share in your immense and overwhelming sorrow, and we vow that we will do everything we can to ensure that your children grow up in a land where their father is honored and revered as a great American hero. That's what he is. To Charlie's parents who lost their beloved son And to the entire Kirk family, we know that no words can ever be enough to fill the void he leaves behind. That's a void that just can't be filled. But I hope the extraordinary outpouring of emotion over these past 11 days has comforted you with the knowledge that your son brought more good and love into this world in his 31 short years.
Deeber calls me a ginger, that's why.
Even very, very successful people can bring in a lifetime.
I went for water, I came back with coconut water.
Charlie Kirk loved America with everything he had. And as we can see so clearly today, America loved Charlie Kirk.
It's quite the thing, too. Like, his message reached a lot of people. But now, because people are lying about him, and people are debunking it like crazy, there's a lot of people that are now that you know, they've heard what people are saying in these quotes of his that are taken out of context completely or just completely made up, and they're going back and they are looking at the actual debates and seeing where the quotes come from, and they see that the quotes are lies and what he was actually saying. I have seen so many of these videos of people being like, whoa, they have been lying to me and they're lying still. And they're like, I think I'm not in my party anymore. I have seen so many of these. If anyone has seen the shoe on head video too, she's done. Like, she was a leftist and she's like, I can't anymore. They're evil. Like, I can't. Like, how are they saying and doing these things? How can they dance on top of this man's grave? She's like, and she, like, it's the most somber video I've ever seen of her, where she's just like, you can see that, like, she's heartbroken and disappointed. And she can't believe the people that she thought were decent, at least normal liberals, that aren't. And she's like, it's completely disheartening to see. And she's like, I'm done. I'm out. I'm not a ginger Sebrew. Come on, man.
And he could always draw a big crowd.
It's
Look
the
at
shirt.
this today. Look at what's gone on. This is a big crowd.
They're going to name schools after him, Trooper. They're going to name streets, buildings, libraries, you name
Today
it.
we have the
Yep.
Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance. We have the Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives, Mike Johnson. We have countless members of the United States Senate, and I'm sorry I'm not going to introduce you, but I'll be up here. They're all over the place.
Any law?
And likewise, the House of Representatives, they're all over this big stadium. This is not an arena, this is a stadium.
Okay.
A great cabinet, and this stadium packed with rafters of people, not to mention the one across the street that also has tens of thousands of people.
100%
And they're watching
toasted.
us on
And
screen
DC.
right now.
DC's going to have a Charlie Kirk street or something. It's coming.
And I'm sorry we couldn't get you in. If anybody would like to give up your seat, please walk across the street.
I think my favorite part about Trump is when he starts just kind of riffing, because he'll have like the teleprompters. These teleprompters reading, you know, it's okay, you know, he's gone over the speech, but then you can tell when he starts getting off of it and starts just talking about memories and things where he's Trump. Like, that's my favorite part about him, when he starts going off of what he's reading and starts just talking. Like, that's my favorite part, because he's so relatable. He's such a relatable person.
An old-time revival, isn't it? An old-time revival. For millions of Americans, especially young people, it is agonizing and unthinkable to say goodbye to a patriot whose heart still had so much to give. It's so much. Raised in the suburbs of Chicago, Charlie was filled with a patriotic spirit from his youth, and he was an all-American in everything he did.
He
and one
is
of the
petty.
last things he said to me is,
He is.
please, sir, save Chicago. We're going to do that. We're going to save Chicago from horrible crime.
Yes, sir. Send in the National Guard. Let's go. Let's fix it up.
In high school, he was the quarterback of the football team and the captain of the basketball team. He was a good athlete. A lot of people don't know that about Charlie.
I did not know that.
He was an Eagle Scout who spent his school lunch breaks listening to another champion for liberty.
Rush
somebody
Limbaugh.
that he greatly admired.
I know he liked Rush. It must
Rush Limbaugh.
be. Yup. Yup. A huge fan of Rush.
But what was even more important to Charlie than politics and service was the choice he made in the 5th grade, which he called the most important decision of his life, to become a Christian and a follower of his Savior.
He decided that in 5th grade on his own? This guy was like mature, huh? He's like a mature kid.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, this kid's Eagle Scout in high school listening to Rush Limbaugh. You don't see a lot of people like that.
Inspired by faith and his love of freedom, Charlie did something remarkable when he was just 18 years old. On the advice of a mentor who told him to put off going to college because he was doing so well, he devoted his life to converting young people to the conservative cause. How did he do?
So Jace is saying on Rumble, every 2028 frontrunner on their side has encouraged violence. AOC, Newsom, and the rest, they've doomed themselves electorally. I will say AOC is good to go. New York, she's not going anywhere. The only one I wonder about is Newsom. Can they swing California with this guy? I mean, this guy's been terrible for California. And I've got a Newsom clip coming up later. You guys are gonna lose your shit about what he said. It's like this guy will just lie, like he lies to himself. It's wild. If you haven't seen it, it's crazy.
Take a look. How did he do?
Was Charlie close to his parents? Yes.
In 2012, 2 days after graduating
I don't
high
think
school,
they're very public figures.
and with just $1,800 in his pocket, the young man from Illinois, who no one had ever heard of, started an organization whose grand ambitions were captured in its name, Turning Point USA. Great name. And I have a feeling it's going to be bigger and better than ever before. Does that make sense? It's going to be bigger and better than ever before. Look at what's happening.
Yep. They're filling up a stadium right now in the name of this dude.
12 years ago, Charlie walked onto his first college campus, the very liberal University of Wisconsin at Madison. He set up a card table and put up a sign with 3 words: "Big government sucks."
Jesus. That's why Hegseth talked about the big government sucks. This was his first sign he ever made. Told you saying his sister is a left-wing artist, but his parents are conservatives. Yeah, left-wing artist. Remember how the left is saying that the shooter must be right-wing because he has MAGA parents? How often do we see kids be the opposite? It's all the time. I mean, they don't necessarily radically different, but they'll be left if their parents are right, or they might be right if their parents are left. We see it all the time. The fact they're trying to say, yeah, but his parents are... No, it's never made sense. What does that have to do with anything? Are you kidding me? We've heard so many people talk about going home for Christmas and arguing with their parents because they're conservative. I've seen people drop their parents like a bad habit and hate them and not speak to them anymore because they're conservative. Get real. It always goes one way too, by the way. Who are the people who can't deal with the others? It's always the same.
That's Charlie. That day, Charlie talked to every
Oh, yes.
student who
Jace,
approached him.
good point. This must mean that Angelina Jolie's a Republican since John Voight is. It's insane. Yes, exactly. John Voight, hardliner Republican. Angelina Jolie, no.
Most of whom were probably quite a bit older than he was. Finally, after many hours, he found the first ever
My
Turning
dad is a
Point
hardcore lefty.
chapter leader. His first year out of high school,
Hardcore.
Charlie traveled 300 days raising money and taking his
Not
message
celebrating Charlie
to
Kirk's death, though.
campuses all over the country. He lived out of his parents' basement, and they actually loved having him there. They loved Charlie. Everybody loved Charlie. And on the couches of friends
They
and
couldn't prove him wrong.
supporters, he lived off couches for
They had to shoot him.
2 years, 3 years, then life started getting a little bit different. But he was always the same. For 5 years, he refused to take a paycheck, but Day after day, he worked from 5 a.m. in the morning till 11 p.m. in the evening, always.
Man. I keep seeing 1993, man. He's just so young. 31 years old. With 2 little kids, man. It's so young. Terrible. 31. And he was making such a difference. It's such a young person. He has his own little company. His own company he made. He had massive amounts of followers. And he was so smart. The dude was 31. Some people say like this was a future president. I wouldn't put it past. I mean, we've got Donald Trump as president. 31 though. So young, man. Terrible.
Staff remembers that he wore Walmart jeans and T-shirts from
The 2 kids killed me, yeah.
the Goodwill store. Remember the Goodwill store? It wasn't easy, but Charlie wasn't in it for money at all. Never has been. Money was never his thing. He was always in it for the mission. As he liked to say even back then, we have a country to save. Just what he did. He'd call me all the time, sir, we have a country to save.
Yes, we do.
I said, Charlie, thanks very much for telling me that. I appreciate it. Charlie volunteered for my 2016 campaign and traveled the nation with my son, Don, and Eric. I got to know him very well and saw immediately that Charlie was actually a master builder of people.
Yep,
It was
that's
Charlie
true.
who first started organizing young black conservatives hungry for support and leadership.
Now, that right there, like, he's the one that organized the black conservatives to go to the White House. No one had ever done that. He did that. That's the thing I went over last stream with Officer Tatum. Was like, what are you talking about? He's racist. Like, this guy doesn't have a racist bone in his body. He's the one who set this up. It's like only white people helped us with this. He's like, we had one black person help. One. What's up, Roadkill? What's up, dude? Good to see you, man.
It was Charlie who stood up for
Over in the vertical stream?
Christians and Jews on college campuses. It was Charlie who helped bring online censorship, free speech, and cancel culture to the fore of our political debate. He was right up there with me. It was Charlie who helped unite MAGA and you know what MAHA is? That's right, Make America Healthy Again. And tomorrow we're going to have one of the biggest announcement, really medically.
He was 22 working on the Trump campaign. That's
history
crazy.
of our country. We're going to be doing it with Bobby and Oz and all of the professionals. I think you're going to find it.
2016 is when my wife found him, dude. Like, she found him really early. She liked him a lot.
To autism. How about that? Autism. Tomorrow we're going to be talking in the Oval Office in the White House.
This is very interesting. Probably doesn't belong at the memorial, but very interesting.
How it happens, so we won't let it happen anymore.
They're going to be pushing the MMR to
And
4 years.
how to get at least somewhat better when you have it, so that parents can help their child, their beautiful child. That's a big one. I've been bugging everybody over there. Get the answer to that. You know, 20 years ago, 1 in 10,000 were born with autism. 20 years ago, the most recent survey says 1 in 12. How bad is that?
I don't think it's 1 in 12. It's very high.
Boys, baby boys. but
It's very
also,
high. It's ridiculously
girls, a
high.
little
It's
bit
like 1 in 30 or 1 in
better. It's
29.
about 1 in 20. But we can't, because obviously there was something really wrong, and we think we know what that is. It's going to be, I think it's going to be one of the most important news conferences I'll ever have, and I look so forward to it.
This could be huge. Like they have, this is the vaccine schedule. They're going to be adjusting it for sure. They're pushing that MMR down the road. It's too early. That is totally hurting children. And Tylenol with vaccines is terrible. Never give your kid freaking Tylenol. It just opens up the path to the brain, and then all the metals go right inside. It's horrific.
And you know who else looked forward to it? Because he knew. I'd tell him a little bit about what was going on. Was Charlie. He would have been front row center, believe me. We'll be missing him tomorrow. It was such a big deal for him, too. He brought together Donald Trump, Bobby Kennedy, right here in the great state of Arizona 1 year ago. Remember?
I think, yeah, he's the one who pulled RFK and like suggested him to be in the cabinet. I do believe that's true.
What a night, what a day that was.
Do you want to comment? I mean, type away. That's open.
Speak to me about a man from Ohio by the name of J.D. Vance. Have you ever heard of him?
I have.
He's doing a good job.
I have, and we can take a quick little. Let me see here. I got a little something for you. Hold on. Let me pull up this little piece right here. I got a little something we can look at about J.D. Vance. Just a little reminder. Just a little. See my bookmarks here. We got a good one in here. Where is it? There it is. Here it is. There we go. Just J.D. Vance, and just in case anyone doesn't know who J.D. Vance is, we're right here. Here we go. Check this out.
The vaults for many, many decades, and they said we have to do something like drapes or something because the light eventually affects it. And it's very cool.
There, that's the guy right there. He's on the wall in the Oval Office. Is that crazy?
Just went up yesterday. Wow. Think Joe Biden would do this? I don't think so. Do you think he'd think of it?
No.
Do you think he knows what it is? The vault.
I love that so much.
But Charlie would often call me, sometimes the night before a big event, the other side of the country. And he'd ask me, and say, do you think you could come and speak at the event? The following day, right? I'd say, Charlie, I'm the president. Mercury poisoning. Yeah, mercury is terrible for you, but it's not just that. There's so many things in the vaccines. It's full of toxins. The toxins are what create a reaction. It's the whole point. But you are filling kids up with them. It's too much. It's horrible. Not to mention we're so full of toxins as it is. And like the women are getting the flu shots and they're taking Tylenol, all these things when they're pregnant. We're doing everything completely wrong. We are destroying the children before they're born. And then they come out. We immediately get them with the hepatitis. Coming right out, hours old, boom. What are we doing? It's terrible. No, Tosi. The thing is, like, how are we to know, right? We dealt with this with my youngest. We dealt with this, except we found a path. And he is fine. It took years. And he'd ask me and say, do you think you could come and speak at the event? The following day, right? I'd say, Charlie, I'm the president of the United States. You want me to travel 4 hours by plane? And sometimes I did it. He was a very good guy. He was a very convincing guy. He didn't stop, but he would ask for things like that. Sir, could you be tomorrow in California? I said, Charlie, give me a break, please. He just wouldn't stop, and he succeeded. But I almost always went because you never wanted to let Charlie down. He worked so hard.
You can't blame yourself,
Toasty. Let him down. I felt guilty. He'd make me feel very guilty.
You can't.
As president, many people asked me for things, but Charlie was one of the few who always gave more than he took. He was a giver, much more than a taker. And no matter how big Charlie became, no one was too small for him to notice. He was good to everybody. Didn't matter. Several years ago, a fourth grader asked Charlie to appear on his podcast, which was probably only watched by the parents of that fourth grader. And Charlie, who was actually pretty hot at the time, to be honest, he agreed, and the boy asked for advice. Charlie replied, the left. I call it the radical left. I call it sometimes the radical left lunatics.
Yeah.
But Charlie didn't say that. He called it the left. He was probably right, but I can't help it. I can't help it.
See, he's riffing now. He's getting off of what they're saying. He's getting off of it. This is when I like him the most, is when he starts feeling the room and he starts talking about his own thing. This is when he's the best. And this is my favorite part of him. The left, not me. I can't do it.
So he said the left, radical left lunatics, may have all the money in the world, but they can never outwork me. I will wake up as early as I need to about himself. I will stay up as late as I need to, and I will never stop fighting for our country.
Same here.
And he did this until his dying breath. That's what he was doing. That's what,
It
he,
is
was
what he
doing.
was doing.
Think of it. Wow. What a horrible moment. I was in the Oval Office when I heard they came in, and it was like a surreal experience, a terrible, terrible. I had some very big people in the Oval Office, and I was in the midst of a very important conversation for our country. Big people, the biggest.
The biggest.
And I said, you have to leave now. When they told me that, they told me in front of a group of very powerful people, I said, you have to leave now, right now, please. Right now. You have to leave. Go. By his own determination and skill, Charlie Kirk built Turning Point from his humble beginnings, the beginnings that nobody believed could ever end up something like this, into a great movement and a juggernaut of American politics. And, you know, we have a massive stadium.
So Netflix on this, with my son, mercury wasn't the issue, it was aluminum was 5,000 times too high. And that is from the shots. 100%. 5,000 times too high. Past the limit. Yeah. I'm sure it's a little different, whatever. It's the metals, man. It's the metals. And then the Tylenol with it. It just opens a path. It's bad shit. Look up how Tylenol works. And then you give it to little kids, it's horrendous. Yeah.
Loaded up with people, but he got tremendous crowds.
We worked hard
to
to
fix.
It took
kind
years.
Of horrible news, and before we had to
He
hear
was diagnosed.
what happened so
and then when we went back, they couldn't do it.
He
They're like,
delivered
what?
more than
This is a different, you brought us a different
speeches
child.
a year at over 200 colleges and universities, and that was
Part of the reason we moved.
at a time when it was not really vogue to go to colleges and universities if you were a conservative. It really took great courage. And we used to talk, and I said, you know, I think they're much more conservative than we know. And he agreed, but it just wasn't something that was happening because the radical left would do very bad things, very dangerous things. But Charlie set up chapters on 2,200 campuses and spoke at more than 1,000 churches.
That's
He
crazy.
launched a
So much. He did
podcast
so
and
much
radio
work.
show that grew to an audience of 1 million Americans a day, one of the bigger shows on radio. And Charlie...
And let's put that into context real quick. 1 million people a day. And that's not including the TikTok reach, which is incredible. And then you got Jimmy freaking Kimmel, who's been in late night talk shows. 129,000 people watching. That is it. That was the ratings. Isn't that wild? That is the ratings. That is horrible. Furious Dan coming in with the 2. You got raided by me. Oh, what's up, Dan? Thank you for the raid, buddy. I didn't see a raid come through over there, but then again, that is the vertical slice chat. God knows. I don't even know how that works. Hopefully everything's working out okay. I can definitely see the views are flowing through over there. People are definitely seeing it, which is great. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. But yes, thank you very much for that. And I will say high five to you, man.
High five.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Didn't just bring young people into the movement.
Oh, I see.
All
Now
of a sudden it started to grow.
I see. It's over on Rumble is the raid. What's up, Dan? Now I see it. It's over there. So you tipped over here on YouTube, but the raid's on Rumble. Aha. There it is. Thank you, man.
By leaps and bounds by 2024. We won more young people than any Republican candidate in the history of our country, including for the first time a majority of males under 30. Can you believe it?
This is great. That is his effect. That is the effect. about the map that shows everyone's swinging right on college campuses, there was none that went blue. They all swung right. In other words, like the change was all to the right. They did not add them to the left. They all went right. And some of the lines were huge. It was wild. Not a single one went more blue. Not one. They all went red. They all swung red. Doesn't mean that they had more than 50% of the people voting Republican, but the change was the Republican direction. That is a huge effect. That is the Charlie Kirk effect. That is what he did, and that is why he is where he is today. I do believe that, because he was effective. And so he was painted in just an incredibly insincere way in order to find someone crazy enough to do what happened, and it worked. That's the sad truth.
Remember when Republican presidential candidates would get 4%? No, we did unbelievably with young people. And he was a big factor. Unbelievable. But
make sure you like the stream, ladies and gentlemen.
You have to make a speech here.
YouTube,
you have to make a speech
Rumble,
there.
click the like button.
But we did it, and we won, and our country is doing unbelievably well now.
It is.
We had a country that was dead 1 year ago, and now we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. And Charlie,
and we get Sydney
Sweeney. Make it that. One of the great people. But through it all, the core of Charlie's message and his basic method never changed. It never really changed. He stayed the same person also. At every campus event, Charlie asked the people who disagreed with him to come forward, and instead of silencing them, he handed them a microphone and let them speak. And he'd convinced so many of them. It was a pretty amazing thing
Those
to
people
watch,
are getting sued.
actually.
It's going to happen anyway.
Shortly before Charlie arrived on campus, the day he was assassinated, a staff member texted him that there were many critics and students who were opposed to his views, and rather strenuously in the crowd. And that actually made him feel good, because he wanted to convince them. He understood. He really did. He understood what was right. And he was right about that. A lot of it was based on common sense, by the way. Charlie wrote back to the staff member saying, "I'm not here to fight them. I want to know them and love them, and I want to reach them and try and lead them into a great way of life in our country." In that private moment on his dying day, we find everything we need to know about who Charlie Kirk truly was. He was a missionary with a noble spirit and a great, great purpose. He did not hate his opponents. He wanted the best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent, and I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Erica. But now Erica can talk to me and the whole group, and maybe they can convince me that that's not right, but I can't stand my opponent.
We know.
Charlie's angry. Looking down, he's angry at me now. He wasn't interested in demonizing anyone. He was interested in persuading everyone to the ideas and principles he believed were good, right, and true. Before each appearance, he prayed these words: "God, use me for your will." Always said the same thing: use me for your will. And that is exactly what God did. When you think, that's exactly what he did. The more success Charlie had, and he was getting more and more successful, the more dangerous his mission became. On campuses all over the country, his quest for open dialogue was met with menacing hate. There were bomb threats, pulled fire alarms, and countless rage-filled radicals who tried to shout him down. It was nasty.
They threw stuff at him all the time.
Charlie, this is nasty stuff you're doing. At one event, police had to build barricades to protect students from an angry mob of thugs. Many of these people, by the way, are paid a lot of money to do this. They're agitators. They're paid agitators. Remember that? When you see they all have the same beautifully printed sign, every sign is identical, comes out of a top-level print shop. That's not the signs that are made in somebody's basement. Those are paid for by.
That's always kind of thrown me a little bit. Why can't they just make their own signs with a Sharpie? Do they like what? Why do we have the same printed signs being handed out? Clearly, being funded by someone, maybe set up by someone. Oh, but Antifa is not an organization, you know. It's not, even though it's all set up. I mean, what the fuck are we talking about?
Very bad people, and hopefully we're going to be finding out through the DOJ who those people are. At another college, Antifa terrorists shattered windows, threw rocks, and tried to storm the building where Charlie was speaking. It was a really bad one. Often dozens of police officers were needed to prevent left-wing violence. And the violence comes largely from the left. You don't hear that from too many people, do you? And virtually every day for years, before he was murdered, Charlie received these horrible death threats. People don't know. I used to talk to him about it. He said, I got some threats.
Yikes.
He always felt that when they actually made the threat, they were not the ones to worry about. The ones to worry about were the ones that don't make the threats. And I think you know what I mean. He knew the risk, but he and I shared a certain motto: never back down and never ever surrender. Just don't surrender, never back down. He believed in it so strongly. So strongly. And he's right. He's totally right. The radicals and their allies in the media, sometimes referred to, as my son said, the fake news media, tried to silence Charlie for a simple reason: because he was winning, and he was winning big. He was taking over college campuses.
Yep.
Colleges that had, in theory, only very liberal, or as they like to say, progressive. I call them liberal, but they like to call themselves, because such a beautiful word, progressive. They're the opposite of progressive.
Sounds good,
if you
yeah.
think about it.
It's the exact opposite.
But they were.
They're very
really
regressive.
Nasty, and he would go into these colleges. All of a sudden, within 2 years, 3 years, they turned into bastions of conservatism. It was really quite amazing to see. They lied about him because they did not want you to listen to him or to learn from him, because what he was talking about and even preaching made so much sense. Everywhere he went, he won the debates, he won the hearts, he won the minds, and yes, he won the elections for people. He helped us, he helped other people. We won the biggest election in the history of our country, I believe. Charlie Kirk was without a doubt among the most influential figures in the most important election in the history of our country. The election of, that beautiful day, November 5th, 2024. Do you remember that day? It was 9 months ago. What a day that was.
There were children conceived on that day, and they're being born now, I tell you.
I mean, we had a pretty good day in the first one. And I must tell you, on the second one, we had a phenomenal day. But a lot of bad things happened. And now that's not even questioned. They cheated like dogs. But we got them back, didn't we, huh? Got them back.
You can't let that go. Dude.
But we owe Charlie a profound and eternal debt of gratitude now. Just like Charlie and Erica made Turning Point hot, we are looking at a country that has the chance to attain a level like never before. Tariffs are making us rich again, richer than anybody ever thought was possible. And the only one challenging them are people that hate our country or foreign countries that are paying a price, because they did the same thing to us for years.
Yep.
They took advantage of us, but we're making money. We're becoming richer and richer, and we're taking care of our people better and better when we do that. And we can take care of other countries better and better, but we're doing unbelievably well. The tariffs have really been a hold. The election was big, but the tariffs, because of the election, came in. And remember, other nations.
Why is he
do that to
talking about
us.
this?
And Charlie understood that. He saw the money. He saw what was coming into our country, and we can use that for Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, all of these things that we fight so hard for. And that's exactly what's happening. The numbers are incredible. When the news finally came out on election night last November that the race was
it turned into a
officially won,
rally.
came out
It
pretty
did.
early in the night. Charlie was
He just
live
likes
on
rallies.
camera.
These are his people. He's
And
like,
that
well, I don't get to do this much anymore. All right, we're gonna have a little rally at the end of the Charlie Kirk Memorial.
moment he was overcome with emotion.
Little mini
I've never
rally.
seen him like this. He was so happy. For a long while, he said nothing. His eyes were filled with tears, and then he buried his face in his hands and he started crying. That wasn't the Charlie I knew, but in thinking about it, it actually was the Charlie I knew, because he had a tremendous heart. He just wanted what was good for our country, and he saw us going
And that's true.
in such a horrible direction.
That when I've talked about this the day he got shot too. That is the coverage I watched when he won 2024 was Charlie Kirk's. I saw when he cried and all that. I saw it happen. So, like, I'm not going to forget it because it was such a cool moment.
Lovingly, Eric. And this was so beautiful. Erica put a MAGA hat on to cover his bowed head. I like that very much. MAGA, we love. Does everybody love MAGA? Make America great again. When Joe Biden used to get up, remember the speeches? We will stop MAGA. We will stop MAGA.
Didn't stop.
I could barely get the words out. We will stop. I said, can somebody inform him that MAGA means make America great again? How do you say you're going to stop it?
It's like, how can you
And
say how can you say you don't like anti-fascists? We hear that one all the time, right? Well, how can you not like make America great again? What's going on?
He understood that when Charlie
Then they're like,
finally looked
America
up
was
and
never great. I love that one.
spoke,
That's
he
my favorite.
smiled through the watery eyes and simply said, I am humbled by God's grace. That was his statement that night. I was watching him. I was very impressed, actually. It showed he had a big heart. Every single American should take a long, hard look at the twisted soul and dark spirit of anyone who would want to kill a young man as good as Charlie. To kill anybody, but to kill a man like this, he didn't deserve this. He didn't deserve this. Our country didn't deserve this. And anyone who would make excuses for it are just out of their mind. Charlie's murder was not just an attack on one man or one movement.
Agreed, Jace.
It was an attack on our entire nation. That was a horrible attack on the United States of America. It was an assault on our most sacred liberties and God-given rights. The gun was pointed at him, but the bullet was aimed at all of us. That bullet was aimed at every one of us.
Yep.
Indeed, Charlie was killed for expressing the very ideas that virtually everyone in this arena and most other places throughout our country deeply believed in. But the assassin failed in his quest because Charlie's message has not been silenced. It now is bigger and better and stronger than ever before, and it's not even close.
How long does he talk?
And it's rare that such a thing happens, but Charlie is bigger today than he was. Think about it. Just 2 weeks ago.
He really
He's bigger
talked a long
today than
time.
he was 2 weeks ago. Now, that may not help his friends and loved ones, of which there are so many. It may not help Erica and those beautiful children who have to suffer so horribly through this moment, but they know it's true. He's bigger now than ever before.
That
and
is true.
He's eternal. He's eternal. And I just want to say we love him. And he's looking down at us right now, and he's saying, wow, that's a great crowd. He's saying, that's a great crowd. And it's a great crowd of patriots. But that's why I will soon award Charlie the nation's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. It's
Wow.
the highest civilian honor.
That's well earned. That's awesome. And he deserves it for sure. That's great.
And we will do the ceremony at our beautiful White House in a very safe Washington, D.C. A place that Charlie truly revered. You know, we stopped the crime in Washington. Took 12 days. Now you can go to restaurants. You can walk down the middle of the street with your wife. You can have your wife walk alone down the middle of the street. She's going to be in good shape. What a difference. What a difference good management really makes. But it's I'm so proud of that Washington, D.C. You know, it was one of the worst in the nation, in the world.
It was bad.
And now it's considered a very safe city. And
they needed a crackdown.
I passed it yesterday. I went through it. And the lawns are good. It's like a different place. It's like the tents are gone, the threats are gone, the gangs aren't there. We got rid of, we took out 1,500 career criminals, 1,500. If you have 3 career criminals, that can make a
1,500.
But I'm so proud of Washington, D.C., and now we're going into Memphis. And we'll get that one straightened out fast.
Like the stream for getting rid of those career criminals. Like the stream. Let's go.
Chicago, and we're going to have Charlie very much in mind when we go into Chicago. And we'll get that one straightened out. You have an incompetent governor who he thinks it's okay when 11 people get murdered over the weekend. He thinks you don't have any crime when 11 people get murdered and 28 people get shot. He says he's got crime. No, they don't have it under control, but we'll have it under control very quickly. So we're going to be doing that. And Charlie loved what we were doing. He was so proud of what happened. He was there to see it. He's so proud of what happened.
It's a presidential address
DC. As you know, the depraved assassin
memorial
and executed Charlie's killing has been arrested and charged with capital murder. God willing, he will receive the full and ultimate punishment for his horrific crime. It's a terrible thing. Because you can't let that happen. You can't let that happen. Can't let it happen to a country. The Department of Justice is also investigating networks of radical left maniacs who fund, organize, fuel, and perpetrate political violence. And we think we know who many of them are. But law enforcement can only be the beginning of our response to Charlie's murder. Over the last 11 days, we have heard stories of commentators, influencers, and others in our society who greeted his assassination with sick approval, excuses, or even jubilation. You've heard that.
Yes, that man, I still can't believe, you'd think there'd be a fringe little group. It is widespread. It just shows you how deep that illness is. Like, whatever this woke mind virus, whatever the hell you want to call it, it is deep. It is ingrained in the society. It is a serious problem, man. I mean, they're reveling in someone being sniped. A person who was a moderate that spoke to people on college campuses and let them speak. I don't know who were the fascists? Pretty sure the fascists are the ones that kill the people that are speaking. For speaking. Those are the fascists. They need a mirror held up to them so bad. They absolutely need a mirror. But the thing is they're so busy lying to themselves, they'll never see the problem. Even though the problem is them. That is just how it is. Very unfortunate.
I couldn't believe it. Some of the very same people who spent the last 8 years trying to sit in moral judgment of anyone who disagreed with them about politics suddenly started cheering for murder. Incredible. You know the names. They're major losers, by the way. That will be proven out in a short period of time. Some of the very people who call you a hater for using the wrong pronoun were filled with glee at the killing of a father with 2 beautiful young children. And the same commentators who this week are screaming fascism over a canceled late-night TV show where the anchor had no talent and no ratings.
What happened?
Last week we're implying that Charlie Kirk deserved what happened to him.
Yeah.
No side in American politics has a monopoly on disturbed or misguided people. But there's one part of our political community which believes they have a monopoly on truth, goodness, and virtue, and concludes they have also a monopoly on power, thought, and speech. Well, that's not happening anymore. We've turned that corner very quickly.
Yes, we did. It's
Tragically,
crazy.
atrocities of this kind, and kind that we saw in Utah, of all places, are the eventual consequence of that kind of thinking. If speech is violence, then some are bound to conclude that violence is justified to stop speech.
Exactly.
And we're not going to let that be justified. The tradition of reason and open debate that Charlie practiced is not a pillar of our democracy. In many ways, it's the basis of our entire society. It's the right and inheritance of every free American, the greatest legacy of the Enlightenment, and among the most treasured achievements of civilization. We will defend it at all costs, and we will carry forward the torch of liberty that Charlie Kirk held so proud and so high. He was so proud, and he did hold that torch
okay,
high.
Alucard, send it on my DM or
We will
something.
never ever let it fail. We will never let it fail. But we're going to raise it higher than ever before. It's going to be raised, and this is the beginning. Perhaps it should be no surprise that Charlie, who spent his life speaking with the critics of these traditions, ultimately became convinced that we needed not just a political realignment, but also a spiritual reawakening. We did. And we have to bring back religion to America, because
Wait.
without borders, law...
All this for a fent overdose? No. Yeah, this is. Sorry, you found the wrong place. This is not the George Floyd Memorial. Yeah, my bad. It's that you're looking for the George Floyd Memorial, Duba. You want to go to that one? That's the fent overdose one. Sorry, you're a little late too.
Order and religion, you really don't have a country anymore. We want religion brought back to America. We want to bring God back into our beautiful USA like never before. We want God back.
We do.
Charlie would have been so pleased to hear his friends and colleagues today giving testimony and giving glory to God. Within minutes of the gunshot in Utah, millions of Americans, young and old, heard the news and dropped to their knees and started praying. Even many who rarely prayed asked God for a miracle. Please, God, save Charlie. But although Charlie's time with us on earth has ended, those prayers for a miracle have already been answered. Look at what's happening. Look at what's happening. In the days since Charlie's death, we have seen how his legacy has touched so many millions around the world. In Calgary, Canada, thousands gathered at City Hall to sing the American national anthem and raise up posters with the name Charlie Kirk. In Seoul, South Korea, crowds gathered to wave American flags and shout,
"Yeah,
we are for Charlie Kirk."
It is wild how this is
His memory has been
global.
honored in the streets of Berlin, Warsaw, Vienna, Sydney, Madrid, London, Tel Aviv, and all over the world.
It's so surprising. Never would
So
think that.
beautiful to watch.
This has really gripped the
A man
world
as
in a
far
way
away
I
as
couldn't
rural
imagine.
Australia texted a pastor, "I'm going to come to church tomorrow for the first time ever." The pastor asked, "Why is that?" The man replied, "Because of
Yeah, I
Charlie
saw.
Kirk." Can you imagine?
It was like a million.
The
I
lesson
can't
of
believe it.
Charlie's life is that you should never underestimate what one person can do with a good heart, a righteous cause.
And I just want to say, I've seen people try to excuse Charlie Kirk's like, he's just a YouTuber. What's the big idea? I'm like, you really don't get it. Like, you don't understand. Like I knew there was a global, like, parts of Turning Point. It wasn't Turning Point USA, okay? It was Turning Point UK, Turning Point Canada. I did not realize how big he was, or the fact how big Turning Point was. It's freaking everywhere. It's everywhere. And the effect that he's had, the thing that he began in Chicago when he was, 18 years old? I mean, think about that. Think of what he's actually built. Think about that for real. He's just a YouTuber. He's just a content creator. Is he really? This is like he goes to college campuses. He doesn't just go there to get content. He's not doing this for content. He's not doing it for content. We have a lot of content creators. This is someone who goes to the campuses and then uses YouTube and TikTok for a message. He has a purpose. He's not a content creator. He's not a YouTuber at all. He's not Alex Stein. And I like Alex Stein. Don't get me wrong. But like Charlie Kirk had a massive purpose. And just, I think that's lost on a lot of people. They don't understand that he had a calling. He had a goal. He wants to save the country and the world in the end, clearly, if he's going all over the place.
Full spirit and the will to fight. Have to fight.
Shout out to all the vertical stream people. What's up? Place is pumping over.
Charlie's a big
It's
factor,
700
such a big
goddamn
factor.
views.
Charlie Kirk started with only
Jesus.
an idea to change minds on college campuses, and instead he ended up with a far greater achievement, changing history. He changed history. Today, Charlie Kirk rests in glory in heaven for all eternity. He has gone from speaking on campuses in Wisconsin to kneeling at the throne of God, where he is right now. We grieve for the friend and leader that we have lost, but we go forward strengthened by his faith and bolstered by his courage and inspired by his example to defend the country he lived for the freedoms he died for, and the values in which he so deeply believed. He believed in values
Exactly, Toasty.
that we should all believe in. Charlie created something very special. It's called Turning Point USA. And under the leadership and love of Erica, it will become bigger and better and stronger than ever before.
I really hope she can do it. This is always a worry when there's nepotism. I mean, it is. But she was voted in, okay? It wasn't necessarily nepotism or he handed it to her. But she was clearly voted in because it's what he wanted. I always worry, will that person actually be able to rise to the task? I don't know her. Maybe she is. Maybe she's already super involved and helped him along and you know, like helped him with the day-to-day and all that stuff and totally, you know, but his vision is his vision. Like, can it be replicated? You know what I'm saying? Like, it is a worry, but he has great people that are there. That's for sure. Like, that's for sure. I just hope it continues in the way that it was. It won't have him. Like, I don't know how the college campus thing's going to work. Who's going to do that? If they'll split it up. I don't know. Like, they're going to need a lightning rod. There's one person that I really would like TPUSA to reach out to and get, and that's Owen Schroyer. If anyone knows him, like, he worked with, like, InfoWars a lot, but he was, like, the younger guy that got thrown in jail for January freaking 6th. For no reason. Literally no reason. And he is so intelligent, and he really understands politics. Now, I'd have to see him in a debate, like, you know, how he holds himself, but he is well-spoken. He is level-headed also. I think he would be someone worth talking to and seeing if he can help TPUSA at all. I think, because he's done with InfoWars. He left. He wanted to go do his own thing. He's like, I want to move on. I would really like to see him at least be involved. I think he would be a great person to have as part of the Turning Point USA. I like Owen Schroyer so much. And he's not,
So,
I say
Charlie, we all
InfoWars,
wanna-
but he's not like Alex Jones. Like this guy's very based.
Thank you. We want to say a very loud God bless you, Charlie.
Thanks,
God
Al.
bless you for what you've done is incredible. And God bless Erica and the children. God bless the United States of America. And could I ask Erica, please come out. Erica, please come out. Thank you.
Oh, Erica's gonna come out? Review Tech USA still thinks she's faking it, by the way. What a piece of shit that guy is, huh? Fucking loser. What a loser.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much, and good luck. God be with you. Thank you.
It's gonna be so tough, man. Oh God, Kyle. She hugged him, so must be true. Ugh. I know, 47 for real, bro. Well, there we have it. I wanted to see his remarks. I didn't know he closed it out, but that's great. Rough, man. Yeah, I feel horrible for her. Okay, so Alucard sent me something. I want to pull up one of them. I'll take a quick look at it. Go into the old DMs, shall we? Let's go into the old I don't even know what this was. Like, this thing just opened. I think it's the same thing and double opened or something. I don't know what I hit. I hit something and it... I hit something. Okay, the Van Jones one. I want to see this. Yeah, I did hear about this. Van Jones disclosed that he had received basically a DM from Charlie Kirk. Let's check this out. DMs exposed. Yeah, I only exposed yours, Alucard. Our sexual I won't say it.
Charlie Kirk and I were not friends at all. In fact, the last week of his life, we were beefing hard, beefing online, beefing on air. But the day before he died, he did something that shocked me. He sent me a personal message.
Oh, he's actually showing it. Speaking of DMs exposed.
Personal dialogue.
There it is. There it is. Okay, I only heard him talk about it. I hadn't seen it. Hey, Van, I mean it. I'd love to have you on my show to have a respectful conversation about crime and race. I would be a gentleman, as I know you would be as well. We can disagree about issues agreeably. I mean, this is what he's always been about, actually having an open conversation. There it is, right there, reaching out to Van Jones. They do not get along, by the way. If anyone's not clear on that, they do not. I think they were having major beef up until that day, too.
He wanted me to come on his show. He said we could be gentlemen together. He said we could deal with our disagreements agreeably. And in the past week and a half, just watching people talk about civil wars and censorship and all this stuff coming out of his death, I just thought it was important to let people know, don't put that on Charlie Kirk, because the last day of his life, he was reaching out to have not more censorship, more conversation, more dialogue.
As always.
With somebody who honestly was one of his adversaries, me. And I just want to share that with the world. And I hope that maybe it might help somebody on both sides deal with issues more like he did.
Yeah. And like, that's the thing. And that's what he was always about, was conversation, open dialogue. Hello. Yeah. Rare Van Jones humanity, because mostly he's spouting off about nothing. But, you know, again, Charlie Kirk affected him. Hello. Why do you think he's acting human? Do you understand? Like, this is the effect that Charlie Kirk can have. He will get to you and you will start seeing things more clearly. Hello. This is what he was about, was open dialogue. He'd argue with people online or whatever. That's online's online. But he would actually have conversations and debates. That was literally how he built his platform, was through debates and open discussion. And for some reason, that was too much for somebody. It's too much for people, and people are celebrating it. Are we like, this is where we are? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's disgusting. So on top of that, now, so people, of course, are protesting. There weren't very many protesters there, but look at these guys. I don't know if this is DMCA. We'll turn that down. Look at these signs. Sin breeds violence. God's your enemy. Truth equals love. Don't be... Let's see, I can't read that one. God hates proud sinners. Look at these people. It should be public. Something quick. It should be televised. They're talking about killing people publicly. Be not censored to this world. Okay, whatever. Don't worship the dead. God sent the shooter in fury. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the freaking Westboro Baptist Church is back, bro. Looking for more attention from us. Westboro Baptist Church press release. The God hates fags.com people. Them. They're back. They're looking for attention. And that's the people who are there. Now, some people call them religious. These people are fake religious. They're not religious at all. These are the fakest types of people in the world. These people are lawyers, right? And they try to use their First Amendment rights to sue people. I mean, this is how they make a living. So they'll go and they'll say horrible things to people. They will protest at funerals all the time. They do this when people came home from, not came home, but when dead people came home from like overseas, like military, right? Dead, right? They'd go to their funerals and be protesting outside, thanking God for IEDs, things like that. That's who's here. That's them. Those are the ones that showed up. But again, like they're looking for someone to come out from the funeral, get mad and punch them so they can sue them. This is how they live their day to day. These are not real religious people. These are fake phonies. And so anyway, that's who is there at the protest. Freaking Westboro Baptist Church. I haven't heard of them for a while. I guess their main guy, whatever his name is, I don't even remember. Who cares? But he died. He's old and died. Yeah, they are insane, Bob. Yes, Bob Ross is here. What's up? Bob Ross is here. These people are insane. The protesters in Westboro. Yeah, they're insane. They're freaking crazy. Imagine protesting at a funeral. What kind of person are you? Oh, like, right? What kind of person are you? Jesus Christ. On top of this, check this out. The man arrested for shooting up Sacramento ABC station had an X account full of anti-Trump posts. Oh, surprise, surprise. He was initially released. This was talked about last night. I actually sent this to Smash JT. He went over it, but he's in custody again. So let's go through this. The man who was arrested for shooting up the Sacramento ABC station. Let's zoom in. We're too little. The ABC station was initially released and is now back in custody on federal charges, according to the man's lawyer. And we have the lawyer stuff right here. Let me get over there. Right here. Here's what they said. This is the quote from the man's lawyer. Welcome back to jail. The man accused of shooting into ABC 10 on Friday is back in custody on federal charges. His attorney tells me Anibal Hernandez Santana walked out of his apartment at 8:30 tonight and was arrested by the FBI. When I heard that he got bailed, $200,000 bond, by the way, or bail, by the way. I don't know how they did it. If someone paid the $20K for a bond or someone straight up fronted the $200,000. Because if anyone's not familiar how bail works, if you pay the bail, let's say it's $200,000, if you show up to court, you get $200,000 back. But if you get a bail bondsman, so you can't front $200,000, you don't have that $200,000. But say you have $20,000, you go get your bail bondsman. Generally, they're going to charge you 10%. You give them $20,000, and then they'll bail them out. Or they will bail you out for you and front the whole $200,000. Now the $20,000 is gone. You've paid the 10%. You're not going to see it again. But if you don't show up to your court date, they're out the $200,000. This is when bounty hunters start coming in. This is a big thing where bounty hunters do is they go and find people who skipped out on their arraignment date, and now the bounty hunter is looking for someone to pay the bail, and guess who that is? That's the person who's just skipped out on it. So that's basically what it's all about. Anyway, let's keep going down this one. Anibal Hernandez Santana, the man charged with shooting the ABC station in California, has a social media profile with a steady stream of anti-Trump commentary, according to a report from Variety. On Friday, law enforcement responded after there were reports of shots at ABC 10, and Hernandez Santana was later booked into Sacramento County Main Jail on account of assault with a deadly weapon. This guy was he shot like 3 bullets right in through a window, bro. Didn't know if people were there, didn't know where they were, just shot in there. And Sacramento, California actually allowed this guy to get bailed out. So he's safe to go on the streets. This is a no bail situation. This person stays in jail. He shot into a building where he could have killed people. Just randomly shot into a building. Because Jimmy Kimmel got fired, almost certainly this is why. Right? And you're going to be like, all right, just post your bail, bro. Just post your bail. It'll be fine. Are you kidding me? You don't let people out on the street that just shot into a building that had people in it. That is attempted murder. That is not just assault with a deadly weapon or whatever, discharging a weapon. That is attempted murder. Why else would you shoot into a building? You're trying to hit something. You can't have it any other way. Variety reported that a LinkedIn account matching the name says that he was a legislative director for the California Federation of Teachers, bro. Mr. Union over here. Yes, it's the same time with Justice that released Lyra's, I think it's Lyra, right? Lyra's killer at 14 times prior. It was more than 14 times. That's just what they found. Those were the mug shots. It was like 20. It was 20 something. Regardless, way too much.
A 64-year-old man named Hernandez Santana.
Don't worry about getting it wrong. Don't worry about getting it wrong. He doesn't deserve you to get it right. Just say the name, however. Say Hannibal. Call him Hannibal Lecter.
Arrested as the suspect in the shooting that led to an investigation here at ABC 10 in Sacramento along Broadway. Yes. And as the sun has risen this morning, you can see for yourself plywood over one of the windows in the lobby there. Now, earlier in the day on Friday, police were called here in response to shots fired from outside the ABC 10's building.
That is a cluster. This man was not driving by. He stopped and started shooting in the building. He wasn't even randomly firing at the building. He was shooting into the windows. You do this if you're trying to hit people. As if the people that would be walking around ABC would have anything to do with Jimmy Kimmel being fired. ABC 10, what are you doing, you clown?
No one was injured despite the building being occupied at the time. 3 bullet holes were seen in the window on the building's lobby. And that's when the investigation began. Later the same day, KCRA3 saw police in the River Park neighborhood, including SWAT teams. A witness at the scene reported seeing a man tackled and then taken into custody. Sacramento police thanked the FBI for providing resources in its investigation and have asked anyone with further information to contact their department.
Yeah, I checked them, but I mean, some of them I've seen, but I don't have a ton of time to look at everything. This guy, so he just shot in there. They let him out, but he did get arrested by federal. I was wondering if they'd federally charge him. So that's great. So let's see. The motive remains under investigation. We would like to thank the FBI for providing resources in support of this investigation, the Sacramento Police Department said. The authoritarian oligarchy is now complete, the X account posted earlier this summer. CBS plus caving, big law firms in D.C., the subservience, FBI and AG, university president stepping down, fanboys, SCOTUS, public radio, ice goons. We're going to have to fight like hell. Rules don't apply if election was stolen. Fight. There we go. Huh. That's him. Anibal. Where's a good heart attack when we need it the most? Whoa. Please join in my thoughts and prayers for the physical demise of our fearful leader. Talking about Trump here. What a great guy this Hannibal is. On Thursday, the account wrote on its timeline, where's a good heart attack? Okay, just that. This is the guy who shut up the ABC station. The race war has begun and Trump started it. Oh my God. When you order the state security apparatus to profile brown people, arrest and deport them, including residents and spouses with legal status, this does not happen. This is not true. Legal status? What do you mean by this? Good God, I can't, this site. Okay, we'll do it like this. We'll do it like this. This site's a pain in the ass. It keeps wanting to click and it won't let me highlight. Anyway. Who are protected by asylum. Ooh. No. We all know what that word means. We all know this is very abused. We all know. Or on their way to immigration appointments, that violence is illegal. Now, no, it's not. And the immigration appointments, we all know, that's just for them to try to extend. And these are also people that were beyond their time, right? So there were people here that were here for way too long or expired and then trying to stay. But they had expired. So that's why they're gone. And again, he's not profiling brown people. Literally going after people who came across illegally. And what were they looking at? The violent people. The violent felon ones. Right? The ones that were wanted. The ones who, for some reason, keep getting let out of jail here. Or the ones that were wanted where they came from. This has literally been what they've been looking for. This is what they're going for. Wonton Willie, Disney and Jimmy Kimmel will meet again early next week. Disney want Kimmel back on the air, but have asked him to tone down his political rhetoric. We'll see what happens. The thing is that it's not necessarily, when they said indefinite, I'm like, okay, so there's a contract thing going on here. For sure he's locked in for a certain amount of time on contract, but they probably have lost control of Jimmy Kimmel a bit. Like his writers just use him as an apparatus to get out their message. I don't think Jimmy Kimmel can think anymore. This is a guy who used to pump women, and it was on the trampoline girls show, where they would just put girls on trampolines. It was like going to Toasty Stream. You know what I'm saying? It was like that. And now he's Mr. Morality, except he's amorality, crying because Trump was elected, and then not really giving a shit about Jimmy Kimmel being shot. Jimmy Kimmel being shot. Charlie Kirk being shot? What are we doing? So he also was an avid follower of left-wing pundits like Malcolm Nance. Oh, God, Malcolm Nance. He's fake. He's a phony. This Malcolm Nance guy, he's the guy who pretends that he's in Ukraine all the time. Right? Like, he's, like, acting like he's there. Meanwhile, he's, like, in his backyard. Oh, my goodness. The fact that he's over here. He recently spread the lie that Charlie Kirk's assassin, Tyler Robinson, was inspired by groypers. Are you kidding me? I'm not surprised because this guy is cooked. God, I hate this website. It's pissing me off. Anyway, Charlie Kirk was killed by a young white man from Utah from an ultra-conservative, Trump-loving family. See, they love doing this. Hello, we already talked about this. Just because you're from a Trump-loving family doesn't mean you're Trump-loving. Just like if your dad is a liberal doesn't mean you're going to be liberal. We know this. They introduced him to guns very early. His only university education was a trade school. He used his own hunting rifle. No, he didn't. That's his grandfather's. And apparently was radicalized by extremist ultra-right-wing groyper Nick Fuentes. Wow, they really try hard for this one, huh? When was this? What day was this? This was 6 days later. We knew so much by now. Are you kidding me? Wow. Are you kidding me, dude? That's so pathetic that he was still trying to do that. And then he says, exactly they. This is Hernandez Santana replying to him. That is crazy. So yeah, he had a $200,000 bail. It got posted. We don't know who posted it yet. We don't know if he fronted the $20K for a bail bondsman or the $200K straight up. Or I wonder if it was an activist group that fronted the $200,000 or the $20K, one of the two. I do wonder. I think that's, I wish we could find that out. I don't know if we can or not, but I would really like to know that information. So it says here, one of his previous jobs was being a health policy analyst. I mean, this guy is literally just a guy who has titles, but with no real meaning or value. It was involved with the implementation of Obamacare in California. When he was fired from that job in 2018, he got into a verbal dispute with supervisors who eventually called the police on him. So this guy has a history of some sort of violence. I mean, he had to get the cops called on him by his job dudes. What was he doing? What was he saying? He later sued for discrimination, but dropped the complaint in 2020. So 2 years later, he's trying to sue them for discrimination. Come on, dude. Are you kidding me? The shots fired at the ABC affiliate station come after the network pulled left-wing figure Jimmy Kimmel from his late-night slot after he falsely suggested someone who was part of the MAGA gang was responsible for Charlie Kirk assassination. Now, we already know that he believes it. He said it, right? Jimmy Kimmel said it. Jimmy Kimmel got fired. He got mad when Shut Up ABC. This is where we are. This is where we are. Whew. My goodness. My goodness. Wow. There he is. And he batted a sent in. And what's funny is that they refused to release his mugshot. Sacramento wouldn't do it. I don't know why not. I mean, we have his photo. Well, there he is. Anyway. So, that's him. Is he Antifa? I don't know if he's Antifa. He acts like it. Oh, we have a nice Antifa thing to go over soon, too. Yeah. Am I MAGA? Oh, yeah. You better believe it. Yeah. It's called being a human being normal. That's what I like to call it. And we just read over that. We read over that. Oh, and the Gavin Newsom thing. This is what I was telling you guys about earlier. You won't believe this clip from Gavin Newsom. Listen to Gavin Newsom.
This is a chill. This is chilling. This is serious. I walked into a restaurant the other day. The entire staff came out, started hugging me and crying.
The whole staff came out, you guys. He went to a restaurant, and the entire staff just came out hugging him and crying. The entire staff, the whole thing. Ready? Let's listen to this again. Maybe I misunderstood something.
This is a chill. This is chilling. This is serious. I walked into a restaurant the other day. The entire staff came out, started hugging me and crying. The hell is that? The United States of America. What he's doing to our diverse communities, what he's doing to the fabric of our society. This is a chill. This is chilling.
It is so chilling. What's chilling is the fact he came out and said this lie that's completely not true and thinks people are going to buy it. And I bet they look, watch them back here, watch them buying it. Oh, we believe everything. We believe men can be women, so we're going to buy this.
This is a chill. This is chilling.
Watch their face.
This is serious. I walked into a restaurant the other day. The entire staff came out, started hugging me and crying. The hell is that?
She's like, they did, didn't they? This one, maybe she's not buying it.
The United States of America. What he's doing to our...
She's nodding her head.
What he's doing to our diverse communities, what he's doing to the fabric of our society.
No, this has not happened. This never happened. Oh, we're going to come and hug you. Oh, because why? What are we doing? Are we kidding? That is wild. Absolutely wild. So now let's continue this because AOC is on the lie train, right? This is so frustrating. The man is dead and they can't stop lying. They literally can't stop lying, even though there's so much like actual like evidence out there that what they're saying is not true. We should be clear about this is AOC. Remember, the House of Representatives here. She should be held to a standard to not outright lie, especially about a dead man. Holy shit. We should be clear about who Charlie Kirk was, a man who believed that the Civil Rights Act that granted Black Americans the right to vote was a mistake. First of all, that's not true anyway. The Civil Rights Act didn't do that at all. And he didn't say this. Oh my God. He never said the Civil Rights Act was a mistake in the way that it gave Black Americans anything. He said it's a mistake the way they wrote it because it's being abused today. It's giving it like people will sue you on civil rights over anything when it's not what it's meant for. Who, after the violent attack of Paul Pelosi, claimed that some amazing patriot out there, should bail out the assailant and accuse Jews of controlling not just the colleges, it's the nonprofits, it's the movies, it's Hollywood, it's all of it. I mean, is this wrong? I don't think this is wrong. What do you mean? What are you talking about? He did say this about the Paul Pelosi thing. And by the way, the person who beat up Paul Pelosi was someone Paul Pelosi knew. This wasn't this was not a political violence thing. Something happened. It was so weird. Literally in his underwear. The strangest shit. I still don't know what the hell happened. But, and it was Paul Pelosi. It was not his wife. Hello. His rhetoric and beliefs were ignorant and sought to disenfranchise millions of Americans. far from working tirelessly to promote unity, as asserted by a majority of this resolution. This is so dumb. So dumb. So let's go listen to her. This is what she said on the House floor.
Today, the Republican House majority...
Did she get fat, by the way? She did. Oh, she's getting chubs. Is she pregnant? What's going on there, AOC? This is why she's wearing this outfit. It's terrible. Getting little chubs.
Today, the Republican House majority brought to the floor a resolution honoring, quote, honoring the life and legacy of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk's assassination was a horrific and vile attack and incident of
AO Chubbs.
And condemning the depravity of Kirk's brutal murder is a straightforward matter, one that is especially important to help stabilize an increasingly unsafe and volatile political
Valiant
environment
Goat.
where everyday people feel more at risk. We can deeply disagree.
Wait. Smash. Coming in with a $9.99 saying still would smash. Oh, smash. Would smash. AOC. Thank you very much for the $9.99 smash. I mean, calm down, buddy. Here's one that you would.
Gooning round till sundown. Got my shades, my rocket shoes. Breaking dawn, no time to lose.
Everyone on mobile just tilted their head.
Skies, laughing loud with wide eyes.
Everyone on mobile is tilting their head right now.
Baby, flying high and feeling crazy. Hit the road and on the night. Gooning under city lights.
Thank you very much for the $9.99 smash. JT Legend in the making. And if everyone has not followed Smash, I don't know what your problem is, but you definitely should. Thomas over here saying, ha, you're one to comment on someone's appearance. You look like a gay incel. Oh, do I? Well, let me go get my wife to tell you otherwise. Well, meanwhile, we had Tikasi over here, Dreamer, saying, I'm hot. So, literally within minutes of each other. So, I'm going to go with Tikasi. Thank you very much, Tikasi. I appreciate you. Let's continue.
And come together as a country to denounce the horror of this killing.
Like and subscribe, Thomas.
It is not a license for the abuse of power and whitewashing of American history. Today's resolution only underscores the majority's recklessness
It's
by
true,
choosing
Smash.
to author this condemnation and honoring on a purely partisan basis, instead of uniting Congress in this tragedy with one of the many bipartisan options to...
Hold on. Jason Rumble saying AOC is starting to look like an offensive lineman. He's saying it's Tortamaxing.
condemn political violence and Kirk's murder, as we did with the late Melissa Portman.
Hold on, let me mod Smash. I didn't
Instead,
realize he's not modded.
The
You gotta be
majority
modded so you're
proceeded
safe.
with a resolution that brings great pain to the millions
The hell were
of
you not modded?
Americans who endured segregation, Jim Crow, and the legacy.
You don't have to do any work though, Smash. It's just so I can always tell you from the
We
fakes.
should be
Sometimes
clear
you're...
about who Charlie Kirk was. A man who believed that the Civil Rights Act that granted Black Americans the right to vote was a mistake.
It's true.
Who,
It's true,
after
Zal.
the violent
I have it.
attack on Paul Pelosi, claimed that, quote, some amazing patriot, unquote, should bail out his brutal assailant.
Yes.
And accused Jews.
Yes, I think that's true though. We should have bailed him out. Again, why wouldn't we want to bail out Paul Pelosi's attacker? I mean, Sacramento's out there letting the guy out of jail that shot up ABC. I feel like this is right up the playbook of California. I feel like we're just fitting right in. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're fitting right in. Yes. Bail him out. Let's go. Thomas, what's up, buddy? The amount of delicate feelings you all have is so damn hilarious. Ha 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 ha. Meg is a closeted. We're closeted snowflakes. We're jerking each other off to the orange pita. Ooh. I didn't know we're jerking each other off. Holy shit. That's wild. Well, thank you for input, Thomas. Don't forget to like the stream, buddy. Everyone else, too. Just do it. It'll be fun.
Quote, not just the colleges. It's the nonprofits, it's the movies, it's Hollywood, it's all of it, unquote. His rhetoric and beliefs were ignorant, uneducated.
Oh, no. This is wild to me. So she's in the house saying what happened to him is terrible. He was ignorant and uneducated. That man would run circles around this absolute dumbass bartender.
And so
it seems to be the thing with bartenders, huh? Anyone notice that? People who bartend tend to be pretty dumb.
sought to disenfranchise millions of Americans, far from the working tirelessly to promote unity, unquote, asserted by the majority in this resolution. It is equally important that Congress does unite to reject the government's attempt to weaponize this moment into an all-out assault on free speech across the country.
Hey, AOC, did you vote for anything to get the George Floyd memorialized? Just wondering, the fentanyl addict that died of an overdose. I wonder if you spoke on that at all. I wonder what your take was on that. Huh. I wonder.
All in the name of Charlie Kirk. President Trump and the FCC are now cynically threatening to shut down ABC and any outlets who give airtime to the administration's political critics.
False.
This is a disgusting attack on the American people and the very first.
The FCC isn't the one who did anything with that. That was literally companies coming together and being like, yo, we're not going to air that shit anymore. You have a serious problem with Jimmy Kimmel. And then Disney was like, all right, we're putting them on leave. Our bad.
Amendment rights that define us as a
yeah,
country.
buzzwords and rhetoric. Yep. Absolutely.
It is also
nothing new.
The ABC Corporation's responsibility to refuse to embolden and participate in this corruption and escalation of censorship. We continue to pray for Mr. Kirk's family and loved ones in the wake of this terrible act.
But we will talk shit on the way out. Wow.
I am thinking especially of his children and his wife, whose grief cannot be measured.
Yeah, Pokemon
With
TV
that,
Unlimited. We're going to reference Pokemon TV Unlimited. George Floyd died of a fentanyl overdose. He was dying when he got in the car. He said he couldn't breathe because that is a side effect of a fentanyl overdose. And when he was being put in the back of the cop car, he was saying over and over again, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. Again and again, they took him out like he asked and put him on the pavement, where he continued saying, I can't breathe, because he was dying of a fentanyl overdose, because that's how he died. It's true. There's this whole autopsy thing that happened where they proved it. Thank you for your service.
Back to the gentleman.
Back to the gentleman as the offensive lineman walks off the stage. There we go. So that's what she had to say. And here's what Ilhan Omar had to say, which, I
just think it was the video.
Now, this right here, to me, is a really, really good example of why we should not, allow refugees to vote. What are we doing? One, they can't vote. How can they hold office? What are we doing? What, it doesn't make any sense to me. There has to be some laws put in place to stop that, because you can't just load up an area with refugees and now all of a sudden they have a representative and they aren't citizens. What the fuck are we doing?
Where it called.
It's like counting illegal aliens, what California does. We need as many people that are illegal aliens in here, so even though they don't vote, they still count on the ballot.
Him Dr. Frankenstein and said his monster shot him through the neck. I mean, obviously this is a person, and looking at this is someone who was a husband and a father, and in the days after his shocking death, that happened as a result of his views, or it happened as a result as he was sharing his views publicly with people, that people found it jarring to hear such criticism of that in the immediate aftermath. of
What
someone's death.
I find jarring is that there are so many people willing to excuse the most reprehensible things that he said, that they agree with that they're.
So again, this is the whole weaponizing the fake and out of context quotes. Like one, there's a lot of fake quotes that basically add sick in there where it's clipped and they'll like say black women. Just overall, when he's talking about 4 specific people, they'll be like, oh, he really meant black women, so we're going to change the entire quote, take it completely out of context, when he has a whole thing that he was talking about, and we're going to apply it to all black women, even though he didn't do that. Samurai Viking knows what's up. Go back to banging your brother, Omar. Yes, please. We all know. We all know.
Willing to have monuments for him, that they want to create a day to honor him, and that they want to produce resolutions in the House of Congress honoring his life.
Look at the face. Look at the face. It's not even just her words. It's her disgusting, reprehensible virus. Like, look at
honoring his
legacy. She is so gross. You're not even from here, bro. My goodness.
Life and legacy. It is one thing to care about his life, because obviously so many people loved him, including his children and wife. But I am not going to sit here and...
Sorry, my whole chat just died. This is so dumb. Like, can you two please fix this, bro? Like, what is this memory leak? Can you please fix this so this can stop? Everything froze. If anyone spoke, I'm sorry. It's gone.
Be judged for not wanting to honor any legacy this man has left behind. That should be in the dustbin of history, and we should hopefully move on and forget the hate that he spewed every single day.
Oh my God. Woof. The guy who openly debated to people and had open conversation was actually spewing hate, you guys. Yeah, the guy who they actually... Here's the thing. This is the issue that I have. They actually have to take him out of context to attack him. They have to misquote him to attack him, because they can't do it otherwise. Because what he actually says day to day makes sense. His points, his base of values are pretty much unattackable, because he comes from one is Christian values, but in faith, but also from logic and reasoning and actual real science, instead of you can be whatever gender you want, right? Those cannot be attacked, right? They cannot. Saying men should not be on a women's basketball team or on the track team is not wild. This is how most people think. But they have to misquote him and tell him, and basically say, oh, he says that, what did AOC say? He said that the Civil Rights Act that gave black people a right to vote was a mistake. One, it didn't give them a right to vote. There were separate things that did. But two, he didn't say it was a mistake because of black people. He actually said that is a noble cause. We've gone over this many times. He says it was a noble cause, and he totally gets it and agrees with it. But the way it's written, it is abused. And it is abused in such a way where people will start claiming Civil Rights Act violations and start saying things happen because of their skin color, or they'll say it because a man can't join a basketball team that's a female team. They'll claim Civil Rights Act violations and start suing over it. So it's clearly an issue. It's not being used the way it's meant. And this happens all the time. We see this all the time, all the time, where, a law will be written like the Patriot Act. There's a good example. It's written in such a way where we know what it's supposed to be for, right? We don't want people in the United States that are terrorists and you to be unable to listen to these people. That's the Patriot Act, right? We want to be able to listen to their phone calls. But then the wording of the Patriot Act is, oh, well, let's go ahead and look at this and see, well, if we start applying it this way or that way, well, now we can just start listening to citizens under the Patriot Act, straight up. Or with the Civil Rights violation or Civil Rights Act, it's the same thing. They start wiggling with the lawyer's speech and, speech and the way words are used and the way words, the Second Amendment is a good example, right? When rights should not be infringed, but then they say, well, regulated in the Second Amendment. Well, In that year, when the Second Amendment was written, well-regulated meant well-trained. It does not mean regulation in the way that we use it today. So lawyers always get in there with their little fingers and change meanings because they want to use the law. They want to use it the way they want to use it because it gives them a job and gives them a way to wiggle through with stuff. So we see this all the time. We see this all the time, all the freaking time. So again, they try to attack him, even though he's made himself clear about the Civil Rights Act and what he means by that. Well, they'll continue to attack him anyway because, well, we already have you out of context and we already believe our out of context quote. So we're just going to continue to do that. We'll just continue to do that and just push that lie down there because you know what? It gets us clicks and people believe it. And now because people believe these ridiculous quotes and these things that they say that he said, they killed him. Because they killed him. Now they killed him. That's where we ended up. A man getting killed who is not the person that they said he was because they continued to lie about him. And they continue after his death. We just saw AOC and Ilhan Omar, the squad, do it right in front of us. It's disgusting, dude. Yeah. You can't wait for her revoked citizenship and deportation. Dude, well, I don't know how to go about that. Is she a citizen, though? You don't have to be a citizen to be a rep. I do believe that needs to be a thing. You're just asking why they think these things, trying to understand better. I do see EEE with the $2. I'm not going to click your thing because I don't know what you're trying to say, but I will say thank you for the $2.
High five.
I appreciate that, but we're not hailing anyone around here. Not like that. Have I looked at what you sent me on Discord? Oh, no, I actually opened up my Discord and then it shut itself. Let me look again, bro. Let me look again. I think it had to update, so it was being dumb. Oh, the Merriam-Webster thing? I just see the Merriam-Webster thing. I read this. Maybe you missed it. You said you missed some stuff? Yeah. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Bro, it's literally Nazi super chatting, party of free speech. That's not... So, what you're seeing is a provocateur, and you fell for it, Kai. This is someone who probably doesn't agree with me at all, and put that in there, which is why I didn't click on it, because you see these people from time to time trying to get attention, and you're giving it to them, so congrats. I want to talk about this guy real quick. This is Dave Packman now. This guy, he got ratioed to an oblivion for his retarded double standard. Now, this is what Dave Pickman said. He said, big win in the battle of ideas and free speech. I don't even know who this guy is, but he has like 400-some thousand followers or something. We'll look at it. Roseanne said what she wanted to say. ABC made the business decision that were right for them. This is when Roseanne got fired because she said that lady looked like she was from Planet of the Apes. Very white-skinned black woman. Like, she actually thought she was white. She had no idea she was black. But regardless, she got fired for it from her show. Literally, the show was named Roseanne. One of the hallmarks of authoritarianism is to terrify people into self-censorship. ABC ending Kimmel's show is the perfect example of this. This is just the two sides of the coin. There we go. But I thought maybe Kimmel, maybe he said what he wanted to say, and ABC made the right business decision that was right for him. I don't know. I thought that's how it worked. Come on, David. What's happening? I'm so confused. Especially since she came out and said it was a mistake. She's like, I didn't know. And she apologized immediately. I don't know this guy. Do you know this guy, Samurai Warrior? I don't know this guy. But anyway, so in here it is. Here he is. So yeah, 265,000 followers. I thought it was 400. Dude, literally 8.3K replies. He's gotten more likes now. This thing was down around 2. It looks like he got some retweets from his buddies to try to pump that up. Still ratioed. It was like 7 point something to 1 or 2,000 likes. It was horrible. It's a little better now, but this is still, you don't even want to see these close to equal. Dude, and a lot of these retweets are people like me. I retweeted him to tell him an idiot. I mean, what the fuck? That dude got destroyed. He got ratioed. I just thought that was funny. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for the show, the movie that's gonna light up the horror scene? Oh my gosh. You guys have no idea what you're missing. None. We are going big screen for this on the widescreen. We're gonna watch this and you're gonna love it. Ready, set, go.
Dre, babe,
Is
take
that
a
loud?
breath. What's
Oh, we're
happening? DJ's MIA and toilet still clogged.
What are you, like 35 and still promoting parties?
Dre, get ready for the wildest party we've ever thrown.
But we're not ready. We're never ready. Open the doors.
This is a horror movie, by the way. This is a zombie horror movie. Don't forget to like the stream.
It looks like Bushwick's beautiful people are out tonight. Hi, beautiful people!
Grown man with man parts coming through. I've never had stage fright. What do you say, you and me? We kill it.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
You all right?
Drag is not life or death.
Gina Romero? What are we doing?
Bitch!
Yeah. Bite her.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, this chick right here, she's on Andor. This one. She's buff as shit, dude. Well, as soon as I saw her, I'm like, this is they, them? What's going on here? Oh, yeah. It's something like that. The horror is the main character. It's true.
Very bad is going on. Manhattan is under siege.
What the hell?
Shelter in place?
This is wild. No one's gonna watch this.
You know what this means.
No one's watching this show.
A zombie.
It might be watched, not Rocky Horror Picture Show level, but in that way where it's like, let's just see this is really crazy and dumb and terrible. Like, we have to watch it once. The concept is funny. Yes, kid, this is what I'm saying. Like, the concept is funny. It looks like a TikTok feed. Holy fuck. Dude, the concept is funny. Like, it's just so ridiculous. Yeah, it's so ridiculous, made for the modern audience, by the modern audience. Good. But it's also, it's independent film. I mean, it's not made to make millions and millions of dollars. It's just an independent film. But it's just like, what? Like, it's just like someone's wet dream. What's up, Scrap Gamer?
My wife is coming.
She's probably dead.
Oh my god!
That was kind of sexy. Softball, third base.
It's just so corny.
You might want to look away. Why?
We outside tonight.
It's life or death.
I'm gonna get DMCA with the song now, damn it.
It's both. It's always both.
I know, such injustice, right?
Oh, I can't. It's called Queen of the Dead. Queens of the Dead.
Survive.
So you can rush out and get your tickets, pre-order them. It doesn't have a date yet, I don't think. Does it still not have a date? You'd think they'd put it there. This is pretty new. Let me, I don't think it's just them. Let's see. Queens of the Dead release date? Let's see. I don't know how, this is usually like indie film, like going place to place, but we'll see. June 7th, 2020. Wait, what? It's out? Oh, but see, it was at the Tribeca Festival, so they showed it there, but the film is scheduled to be released in the United States October 24th. Okay. So yeah, so it looks like it had like a pre-screening or in June 7th, but it's going to be out in October 24th. So we'll see it. We'll see how well it does. It looks goofy. It could be funny, but at the same time, like there's some people in there that I am just a huge non-fan of. And it begins with the chick from Andor, like literally can't stand this person. Like not even a good actress. Where is she? She's not a good actress. She's horrible. But I mean, outside of that, like if they keep it corny and like don't Like a serious movie that doesn't take itself seriously, it could do okay. You know what I mean? Do I get your beef? You can't believe Shudder is publishing this? Shudder? I don't know who the hell Shudder is, bro. Her father's films were thoughtful social commentary. Yeah, so is she related? Yeah, okay. Well, I wasn't sure about that. I thought maybe it was just really? It's Romero's daughter? Shit. That's wild. Okay. I just thought maybe it was the same last name. I don't know. Shaun of the Dead? I mean, it looks like they're trying to do Shaun of the Dead type stuff, but with drag. That's what you heard? I mean, you might be right. I mean, I don't know. This is something I voted for. The H-1B1 fee. This is a good one. Of $100,000 is not a one-time fee. So now, you know how H-1B1 is a major problem. Like they're literally replacing American workers with H-1B, and they're firing people and then hiring H-1B. Well, there's now going to be a fee associated with the H-1B pass visa, right? It's going to be $100,000, and it's $100,000 a year, every single year, in order to have someone here on H-1B. This will pretty much stop the program from being abused. This is exactly what we needed to happen. Make it so you only get the people you absolutely must get, that are absolutely worth it, and then you're not undercutting American jobs in a way where you're underpaying. Because that's totally what's happened. They pay the low fees of H-1B, get the people in, and they're paying them less because you have to pay Americans more for us to take the job. In order for us to take it, it has to be worth the money because we have to live in America. Hello.
On the visa question, I think this may be the next thing that you're signing, but for the H-1B visa action that you're doing
It's
today,
going to be next. We'll talk about that.
You're very close to the technology
Yeah.
CEOs. Are they concerned about that?
I think they're going to be very happy. Everyone's going to be happy.
They're going to be happy?
And we're going to be able to keep people in our country that are going to be very productive people. And in many cases, these companies are going to pay a lot of money for that. And they're very happy about it. Okay, we'll talk about that next, Sarah. Okay.
He took away your grandparents' Medicare? Medicare has not been removed from anybody. People who are on Medicare for and abusing Medicare is the only one. No one lost Medicare that was actually qualified.
My friend, why don't you keep that, okay?
That didn't happen.
That's such a good job. Okay. It's phase one. John, are you happy? Pitch. Okay, let's go.
Gina Romero is George Romero's father. Are you kidding
visa
me?
systems in our current immigration
That's
system has
what
been
a
the
pain.
H-1B non-immigrant visa program. This is supposed to allow highly skilled laborers who work in fields that Americans don't work in.
Okay, Kid Gruesome, calm down.
What this proclamation will do is raise the fee that companies
God
pay
damn
to
it.
sponsor H-1B applicants to $100,000. This will ensure that the people they're bringing in are actually very highly skilled and that they're not replaceable by American workers. So it'll protect
Yeah, it's a troll.
American
It's good. It
workers,
was a good one.
but
Good
ensure
troll,
that
though.
companies have
Shout
a
out to Kid
pathway
Gruesome.
to hire truly extraordinary people and bring them to the United States
We
to
need
work.
workers. We need workers. We need great workers. And this pretty much ensures that that's what's going to happen. I think, Sean, do you agree with that?
Well, they're $100,000 per year. So the whole idea is no more will these
There it
big
is.
tech companies or other big companies train foreign workers.
There it
They have
is.
to pay the government $100,000, then they have to pay the employee. So it's just not economic. If you're going to train somebody, you're going to train one of the recent graduates from one of the great universities across our land. Train Americans, stop bringing in people to take our jobs. That's the policy here, $100,000 a year for H-1B visas, and all of the big companies are on board. We've spoken to them about the gold card.
They
and
love
this.
it. They love it. They really love it. They need it. Go ahead, Sean.
Mr. President, it seems like
Okay. So the Medicare thing, they removed the ability for refugees, asylum seekers, survivor, and immigrants. That is what takes into effect. So maybe they're under that. In which case, I don't know why they would be getting it. So, let's see. Oh, this. So this thing is kind of crazy. This person went inside of an Antifa headquarters. So they had set up a camp in a Ricky Hatton's old gym in Manchester and have turned it into something like out of the film's Demolition Man. This is disturbing. Now, this is in the UK. Check out this. Now, this is a piece of it. We're going to watch the full thing here. This is just... they're living in squalor over here. It's such a garbage thing. And they've emptied it out. They basically trashed the place and then graffitied it. And then they just go in here and meet. It's... Yeah, Medicare's for Americans. This is true. Yeah. Liberals like... yeah, you can talk here. No one's telling you to shut up. I know. I got no problem with you talking. Even though I think you're trolling.
Yeah, here's the office. Here's the pictures.
So weird. And there's a lot of people here too. Some of this stuff's there from before, I think. Like some of this is older shit from the gym.
Stuff here of the gym.
Yep. Is this a room they just haven't destroyed yet? Maybe. Here we go.
Oh, I'm not seeing this one, no. Where? It's crazy, this. You're on the internet there?
Yeah. Shit internet in this room, though.
Is it?
I get shit signal on my phone in here.
They're getting shit signal on their phone, you guys. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you are here and enjoying yourself, make sure you hit that like button. That'd be super appreciated. And if you're not enjoying yourself, hit the dislike button. Fuck it. Hey, you know what? It's fair. All's fair in love and war. Like and dislike.
Wanting to live in.
Yeah.
And another one which there's like several which we've spotted just for the sake of partying the weekend. But the people doing this.
You're in the Constitution Party? Is that where you just like follow the Constitution and just the Constitution does what it does? Did you know that Medicare and giving hormones out to trans kids is not in the Constitution? So maybe you should just revisit that.
Well, they're all Manchester-based, and they just take this building.
Jews for... Whoa. We got Jews for Palestine. I missed the rest of that wall.
Fairly regularly.
Smell onions cooking.
This place is a trash. It's just some old abandoned building, and they've gone in here and just be the most feral version of you. Oh, okay. Okay.
This is one of the main halls. Like you see there.
Bitch stinks. Why would you sit anywhere near this? Why would you? You know what? Let's just move the tent. We're gonna move the tent away from the bitch stinks graffiti because you know it makes this bitch look bad unless it's for her. Maybe she painted it. And it's like a warning. What's this say? Cat girl for puppy boy. Oh my god, dude. Get me out of here. Get me out of this furry life. Dude, look at this place. They're just staying here.
Wow.
All cops are racist. I think that says grapist.
Oh, look at them now.
Bastards.
This is the stage hall.
Wow. They don't even sweep. Like, okay, you're staying here. Can you at least sweep the floor and not live in squalor? Even if you just come here during the day, how about a broom? A little push broom. Franz Tifa,
uh-huh.
Yeah, Skylar, straight up, 100%.
And radiator then. Pretty cool, I think this building is.
Is this Portland? This is Manchester, UK. Antifa's got this weird headquarters. So that was what he got. This is like some weird-ass headquarters in Manchester, bro. It's... I mean, I guess you do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got one more thing I want to check out here. I'm going to unveil a song that has been created. If anyone knows who, let me just go. The song itself is not, I will say, is not Kyle's best. Actually, let me go like this. I don't want to go in that face. Boom, like that. This is not Kyle's best song, but he made it into a video that is just, well, it's one of those things where I saw it, so now you have to. Let it load up.
Welcome to...
Here we go. Okay, here we go. All right, enjoy this. Enjoy this. Anyone who's a fan of New Blackstreet, this is Atreus. Okay, and of course, Kada. Let's go.
Welcome to New Blackstreet, where we get our backs blown out on the regular.
Okay, Atreus.
Welcome to New Blackstreet, where we get our backs blown out on a regular.
You spent a lot of time making this video, bro.
Welcome to New Blackstreet, where we get our backs blown out on a regular.
It's about the video.
New Blackstreet, street, regular baby.
Fucking terrible.
Welcome to New Blackstreet, where we get our backs blown out on a regular.
Why? I like how Kada looks different every
New
time.
Blackstreet, where we get our backs blown out on a regular.
I think I gotta turn this down a tiny bit.
New Blackstreet, street, regular baby.
Watch this guy, watch this guy. What happened?
Welcome to New Blackstreet.
Okay, straight up. Look at the look at the calves. What the f happened?
New Blackstreet, where we get our backs blown out.
I can't believe Kada played on New Blackstreet, dude. That's so funny.
New Blackstreet, street, regular baby.
Oh my god.
Welcome to New Blackstreet, where we get our backs blown out on a regular.
Skylar, now the Antifa thing was in Portland, that this might be.
Welcome to New Blackstreet, where we get our backs blown out on a regular. New Blackstreet, street, regular baby.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. We play all sorts of shit.
Because I sucked a man off does not mean I am gay.
But you sucked me off, and...
So what?
Why? Why? Oh my god. Is this the Smash one? Oh, this is the Smash. Wait, what is this one?
Forget stomping grapes, that's out of time.
What is this?
JT with his hammer of wine. In the vineyard late at night.
What is this? This is a Smash JT song. I haven't heard this one.
Corks will fly. It's hammer made wine. Give it a try. Smash JT wine. Smash JT wine. Smash
What?
It's truly divine. Why stop the grapes? That's such
Oh, he missed. You gotta hit the grapes, Smash. I like how they can't hit the grapes. Fucking AI.
Crowds are laughing, juice runs red.
This is just lore, Gruesome. We're into lore now. Oh, shit. Wait, how's she drinking this? That is okay. AI, bro. Wait, it looks like Hypno.
Just one big swing, splat by chance. Smash JT wine, smash JT.
Oh my god, dude. That's pretty good. Wait, what's happening? Where'd this come from?
Drink up, my dear.
AI's so dumb
Made
sometimes.
with real grapes, smashed with real hammers.
Whoa, that came out awesome. That's really good. Who's JT? Oh, I'll show you. It's this guy. He might even still be here. He may or may not still be here. It's Smash. Smash JT, man. It's this guy right here. Look at this guy.
terabyte.
There he is.
PC
We'll get him
with
big
a-
screen. There's Smash.
Bring me my
Him.
Schnook.
It's Smash. He always has wine. Every night. A little bit of wine to go with the stream. You know what I'm saying? We'll like it while we're here. Well, thank you for sending that to me. AI can't, I know it's so funny, like AI can't render things, like it can't figure some things out, but sometimes it just works out because it's just so funny. It's so badly like animated that it works perfectly. There's a coffee one. Oh my God, a hypno coffee one. Hold on. I might have to see this. God, how far did I go? How far did I go? Oh shit. Hypno brew coffee. Hypno hates the coffee thing. He's like, I'm not doing coffee. We're like, we don't care. We're not gonna stop the meme. They're also happy to get the Hypno coffee.
Wake up, gamer, start your day with Hypno Brew to light the way. Strong and bold, it cuts through lies. Just add truth and a dash of fries.
Fries?
Hypno Brew, the coffee brand that's not for you. He swore he'd never.
There goes the coffee. Okay.
Here we are, the roast's a deal.
What is going on?
Hypno doesn't shill, oh no.
No frill shill shills. It doesn't know what to type either. AI. Hypnotic is another streamer Walking Pebble. He does not have a coffee brand. He doesn't do anything like that. But people are always like, hey, make a coffee just to fuck with him. And it's like ongoing lore forever. He's like, I'm not doing coffee. They're like, do the coffee. Hypno coffee. Hypno coffee. There he is.
This coffee is never coming to a store near you.
Hypno Brew. Don't question it. Drink it.
It's not because he's not doing the coffee. It is kind of an inside joke. Yeah, it's like from his stream, dude. That's funny, dude. Oh my God, that's so funny. Well, everyone over here on the streams, I mean, we had a great day today. It was great to see so many people hanging out. Still, we got a freaking ton over there on the vertical stream, and we ended up with 4,215 views. Absolutely wild. Of course, on the vertical stream, we had great interaction. I super appreciate everyone for hanging out. It's been phenomenal. And of course, over on Rumble, we get the viewers over there. Super appreciate Jace, who's been chilling over there talking. And of course, over on Kick, we have our two lurkers who love to be over there lurking away, but they do every single time. Sometimes there's 3, sometimes there's 4. How many is it today? Let me just double check. It's 3. Awesome. There we go. We don't use Kick a lot, but I will continue streaming over in Kick. And if you do like what you see, please do subscribe, follow, etc. I highly suggest it. Now, hang out here because I am going to raid somebody. Let's see. I'm going to see who we're going to raid. Let's see who's live. I don't want to forget raiding. And I'm raiding on the wide version of YouTube, the easiest one. Oh, Leon's live. Oh, we owe Leon. You know what? Let me see if I can do both. I think I can use. Yeah, I'll send both the vertical and the horizontal to Leon. I wonder how that will show. Will it show me rating twice? It could. Oh wait, no. Sammy 3-peat. Well, but I owe Leon. Hold on. Wait, why can't I do this one? Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna send you to Leon. We're gonna send you to Leon today. He did an awesome raid on me the other day. We gotta show him the love. We're gonna send him from the verticals and the wide screens on YouTube over to Leon, who is a great streamer. You guys will. I call him Leon because that's his name, but you'll see him as Words of Paradise. Sometimes both the word. This is another one of those people who can't choose a fucking name. Like, can we all just, like, his Words of Paradise is the name of his YouTube channel, but it's at Bolt the Word. And then he goes by Leon. I can't. I'm just JayViper everywhere I can be. except for on X, JayViper TV. Follow me. Great. You'll love the follow. You will. I don't overtweet. I just have banger tweets. JayViper TV on X. But yeah, I'm JayViper. I'm not like JayViper here and then like hardcore righty over there or whatever. No, I just stick with one. But that is it for me today. Let me close that thing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do appreciate everyone. Again, thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for the subscriptions. A lot of people subscribing, the members, and the amazing super chats. I appreciate you. So let me go ahead and oh yeah, I almost forgot my outro. I can't forget that, ladies and gentlemen. That'd be wild because it's never ever goodbye. It's always see you next time around here, even though it's lagging. It's true.
Lights are fading, game was strong. Time to say goodbye so long. We'll be back for another round. It's not the end, we run this town.